Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. How is it going? How's it going? How's it going? First and foremost, I'm trying to get ESPN. I've got Saturday night's main event up on Peacock. I'm trying to get ESPN up and running right now. Games should be getting ready to start momentarily. Yeah, we should be straight. We should be straight. But what's going on with y'all? I watched SmackDown literally just before I went live. So shout out to y'all. Hopefully you had yourselves a magnificent Saturday. My Saturday has been cool. I've had to sleep. I did Murph earlier today. We'll talk about it in a little bit. 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then another mile run. William in the building. What's going on? Giving out gifts to my fellow people in New York. I will be at AEW Double or Nothing tomorrow, so that will be a fun time. First time chatters over on Twitch. Icy Gray, what's good? Ramirez 2309, what's happening? Tony Games in the house, what's going on? The boss, lights out, what's happening, family? So congratulations on hitting my goal. Proud of me, brother. Keep up the great work. Who I got tonight. Hey, first and foremost, I appreciate you, family, for all of the love and support over the years, man. Truly means a ton. Shout out to you and your fiance, maybe now wife. Or was it already wife? It escapes me. But one way or another, brother, I appreciate you, dog, and continue to be the warrior that you are. Tonight, New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs have given me no reason to believe in them. I'm rooting for the Knicks. And as for on the WWE side of things, I think that the heels here will take a loss this evening. NY Legend in the building. What's going on? Put 2 on and said Bliss will forever bliss. Well, indeed. Captain Espanol put 5 on it. Said, here, first match already. These ladies got you. Turning into Stephen A. Smith. I know what you tuned in to watch. You wanted to see a little bit of... You got to relax, all right? You got to relax. Sargent put 10 on it. Said, turned into Tamatonga already. Said, what's going on, Chiseled? Am I ready to see the succulent ladies here tonight? Of course we are, and for that... Very interesting stage here for Saturday night's main event. Aesthetically, I think it's all right. Cannot complain. Leon in the building. Just became a chatter for the first time. So I've been watching the TikToks. Your very first Twitch. Great vibes. I appreciate you. We're covering both Game 3 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals and also watching Saturday night's main event simultaneously at the exact same time. And take a look at Jade Cargill making her way out here looking like as if she's some form of smooth criminal. Very intriguing entrance here by Jade Cargill, flanked by Meechin and B-Fab. Very interesting entrance that they got right there. Tricky Trey for 5-1 says, sup, Chiseled? Just got done streaming on Twitch. No views, sadly, but that doesn't stop the grind. Currently streaming Uncharted 4. No bets on Game 3. All right, so no bets, but I will tell you this much. No viewers, no viewers doesn't change anything. Operate as if the audience is there, and furthermore, have fun while you are playing, because I can tell you something right now. Twitch, the discoverability on Twitch is absolute ass, all right? It's very seldom do you have people who go and scroll through Twitch searching for new creators. You know how many people who on Twitch religiously have no idea that I'm on Twitch? I got to try to go funnel folks over from other forms of short form and other, social media platforms. So you just got to leverage all of the different social media platforms to try to get more eyes on you. And also, is it the same name over on Twitch at Triggy Trey? I'll go over and follow you over there. And I'd implore other individuals who are into gaming or just to support inside of the community. It hurts nobody to just hit that follow button and hit that subscribe button. So I'm always going to be rooting for you, brother. Hopefully, at least you was able to get a partial payment on your bets 2 days ago. So there is that. Also, Game 3, I watched it after I got done over at Mr. Dorian's wedding yesterday evening, and shout out to the Veals of Dorian and his beautiful bride, Carolyn. Man, they treated me like royalty yesterday. In fact, he took a moment to acknowledge me in the midst of the reception, which I wasn't expecting that. He called me up there and if you will, gave me, you know, my flowers for my ability to inspire him throughout the 8, 9 some years of him being a supporter of the content. And this is his special day. That brother getting married, and he called me up there to give me a moment of receiving my flowers, man. And that truly meant a lot to me, man. I appreciate the community immensely. So having the opportunity to go to the fifth, you know, of the fifth subscriber wedding was absolutely awesome. That was great. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. The family was awesome. And I believe they are en route right now, if they haven't already made their way down to Florida to begin the process of their cruise. So hopefully you guys will, I should say, you will have yourself a great time for the honeymoon for that week-long cruise. So shout out to all of you guys, man. And shout out to the Veals, man. Shout out to the Veals. Awesome wedding. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. All right, 3-on-3 women's tag team match. The reigning WWE Women's Champion, flanked by the former Women's Tag Team Champion, taking on the former Women's Champion. And then, of course, the bottom feeders, unfortunately, because they've constantly been booked to lose left and right at the bottom of the card of BFAB and Michin, who add absolutely no aura to Jade Cargill, in my opinion. Tricky Trey Patuon said, yes, it's the same name. Castle cost you yesterday. Well, yeah, Castle, getting all them doggone fouls did him no favors. And let me tell you something right now. Just in the realm of San Antonio, because the Cavs versus Knicks getting ready to start right now. Just in the realm of San Antonio, let me tell you something. Wemby needs to play 45 minutes every single game. How the hell do you start out on a 15-0 run? 15-0 run. I think they were, what, 2 points away from setting the conference finals record for, you know, biggest lead, is now following, if you will, to start a game without the opponent, you know, scoring a basket. 15-0 run. Before the quarters concluded, the damn Thunder were within, what, 2 points? How does that happen? How does that happen? Ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Wemby go to the bench, all of a sudden folks don't know how to basketball. They keep throwing up and chucking up threes. For what reason? Bad hoops. Bad hoops. San Antonio absolutely cost themselves an opportunity to take a 2-1 advantage. And they've lost the home court advantage now. Meanwhile, Charlotte Flair is strutting. And now the chops begin on to Michin. Unusual Genius put 5 on, said, what's up, Chisel? Congrats on the 1 million mark. Been down since 2017. The commentary popped up on the feed, and you've been here ever since. I appreciate you, family. Much love. Truly do appreciate the long-time support. NY Legend put 2 on, said, Jade Cargill, indeed. Deliciosa, as they would say, Rosetta Stone Spanish, motherfucker. Los Vibes said, hey, Adonis, your toddler took your phone and was stuck watching the marble races. Safe to say he's anti-Team Pink. Well, shout out to your toddler. Funny enough, I just did a Choose the Toddler just now. I have to actually send it to get uploaded momentarily. But yeah, shout out to the toddlers who are supporting the content, man. I appreciate the toddlers. There are a couple of toddlers who and infants who absolutely love the marble racing. So I appreciate each of them. All right, tip-off is concluded here, and New York gets their first basket of this game. It's a 3-0 lead for the Knicks. And again, Josh Hart, if they're not going to guard you, I'm going to need you to play some good doggone basketball here this evening. Big Purr puts in the 3 to get the scoring started for the New York Knicks. Meanwhile, Jade Cargill's squad having BFAB now tag in. So I'm hoping that tonight's Saturday night main event is very, very good and entertaining, to say the least. Well, who do you got? You got Knicks, you got Cavs. Truly, in my opinion, the Cavs gonna mess around and get swept. Sarga Bafavo said, summon the Bellas and have Gunther do what he did to Cody last night. Call Stephen A. Smith, call Lamar, get the silencer. Yeah, it was very interesting what transpired at the tail end of SmackDown. Sami Zayn making his way at the conclusion of the match, losing to Cody Rhodes, and Gunther makes his way into the ring. Sami Zayn walks back to the ring, essentially just to go look Cody in the eye as he's getting choked out by Gunther. I think that would fully cement Sammy's heel turn, albeit I think we all can agree Sammy's already been heel. But this day one Sammy supporters, I don't think they since exists currently in this landscape of WWE. Anthony put 2 on it. I appreciate you, family. Much love. Lag said love from Puerto Rico. Shout out to my Puerto Ricans. I had some manfangazo the other day. Good stuff there. Can never go wrong with some good on planting. Jade doing push-ups in front of Charlotte right now. And Charlotte trying to respond with the chops not working out in her favor. I think her bottoms may have potentially been too short.
Shit.
Because in the posterior area it seems as if there's a little bit of a leader
Wisdom's
action
teacher
going
just
on
subscribed
right now. Junior in the building, what's going on? Wisdom teacher just subscribed, tier 1. I appreciate you. Meanwhile, over in Cleveland, it's still a 7-1 lead. The Cavs yet to get a field goal. Mobley trying to break his way inside, tries the teardrop, can't get that to go. Rebound out of the hands of Big Purr, back into the arms of Josh Hart. Hart over the Bridges. London Bridge with the layup. It's a 9-1 lead, and there's a timeout coming from Cleveland already. Jesus Christ, bro. I told you guys. Cleveland going to get ran the hell off the court if they continue to have these lackadaisical offensive lapses, bro. Literally makes no doggone sense. Sarga Patuan said, so who would eat the pin? Eat the pin in this particular match? I mean, if Team Jade loses, B-Fab or Michin is going to eat the pin. But if somehow Jade's squad wins, which I have no reason to believe that they will, I think it's either going to be Charlotte who gets pinned by Jade to go and actually lead towards the feud, or it can mess around and, well, no, I don't think it'll be Rhea. It'll have to be Charlotte. Or maybe if they're going to lead to Charlotte and Alexa splitting their ways, it could be Alexa and then Charlotte ultimately getting frustrated with Alexa. So that's a possibility as well. So either one of Charlotte's is going to have to take the pin if Team Jade wins, but there's no reason for me to believe Team Jade would get the W. Wisdom said Cleveland's about to take a nap. Oh, 110% they're going to take a nap. There's no reason to believe in their offensive hoops. When James Harden is predominantly ball dominant in their offensive scheme, everybody's just there watching. When Donovan Mitchell is in attack mode and he's taking the bulk share of the shots, and you have a bit of spacing, you can at least have a threat of everybody else on the court being in a position to possibly go out there and score, especially when you have Strus on the floor at the same time as Harden and Mitchell is operating as somewhat of a slasher because he can also dribble, penetrate, and kick that ball outside. James Harden is not the shooter that he used to be, but he still can shoot when given the opportunity. So if you have James Harden off ball and you have him on the outside around the perimeter, we know he likes to chuck up threes. He got a good look from 3. More often than not, you know, he'll at least give you a decent attempt. He'll probably make it. He can miss it, but then you have a higher, percentage of him being able to knock down that shot. I think Strus in transition, having opportunity to showcase off ball, you got some shots that are there. But if you're playing ISO basketball,
you don't find that suspicious.
You're not going to win.
You don't find that suspicious.
And the Knicks offensively ain't really doing a very good job with their strategy whatsoever. Like truly, a couple days ago with game 2, it wasn't as if they were doing anything special. They just finally said, Josh Hart finally said, hey, you're going to leave me open. Let me make some shots. And that was the difference maker. Jalen Brunson wasn't even aggressive. He said, I'm going to go and pass the ball around today. Cat had a terrible game. But if they're going to leave folks open, you better knock down the shots. And for the Cavs, they're going to need that. And for the love of God, Mobley, get the fuck away from the perimeter. I know he can knock down the threes when he has a very good look, but bro, go inside, go and attack. Cat been doing dumbass fouls the last couple of playoff runs, bro. Get that man in foul trouble. You change the whole game. Women's champion inside the ring right now, Rhea Ripley, Michin going 1-on-1 as the WWE Women's Champions going up top, getting ready to fly. Here comes Rhea. Beautiful missile drop kick off the top rope, bringing Michin to the ground. There's the cover. 1, 2, and there's the kick out. Oh, Jade couldn't even get in there to go save it in time. Lag said ISO Harden equals easy W. That's a fact. Kobe said it best. The way Harden plays isn't conducive to winning championships. You can have magnificent individual statistics, but you will not go out there and win a title with that brand of basketball. It's just not going to work. And again, I recognize in the NBA, you have players who may have different sort of skill sets, but for whatever reason, you have to assimilate into a role. This role isn't going to get you guys W's. Stop having folks sit here and watch ISO ball as the play, or I should say the play clock, the shot clock drops down from 24. You get across at about 17, 18 some seconds. You eat about some 7 seconds, 8 seconds, and then all of a sudden you're running a play, or you're getting ready to start the process of attacking the basket with 9 some 8 seconds left on the shot clock, and you're not even passing the ball around. Ridiculous hoops. Ridiculous hoops.
Gotcha, bitch.
Nia Plata in the building.
Chris is now following.
First time chatter said, say his name, and does he appear? I believe in Joe Hendrick. Ayo Hop said, Meechin with a business casual look. Indeed. Indeed. Meanwhile, here comes Cleveland, able to cut their deficit down to 4. Now Alexa Bliss entering into this ring right now, getting involved in the match. Meanwhile, it's Big Purr at the top of the key. Kick over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart dribble penetrate. There gets a floater. Gets it to fall. Is there a foul? I think there. No. What's the call here? Is it a travel? Offensive foul? Hart got the basket to fall, but it's not going to count here. There you go, Jared Allen with the dunk. Magnificent job. Here comes Cleveland. Here comes Cleveland. Match continues, by the way, to kick off Saturday night main event. 6 women tag team match. B-Fab, Meechin, and Jade Cargill taking on Charlexa and Rhea Ripley. Ain't no way. Meechin and B-Fab just got countered by Alexa Bliss. There legitimately is no way. She was able to counter the double suplex and turn that into a double DDT. And now Charlotte is climbing to the top rope. The 14-time women's champion is going to go hit a crossbody on B-Fab and Meechin. Meanwhile, New York trying to extend their lead after a 6-0 run here from Cleveland. 9-7 game. Jalen Brunson dribble penetrate, throws up a floater, can't get it to go, but he got fouled and he's heading to the line. Meanwhile, Charlotte has the advantage on Meechin. Where is Jade? Jade has been down for a little bit. Looks like Charlotte's trying to go and set up the figure 4. Doesn't work out. There's a counter right there. Oh boy, Meechin just laid out Rhea. Oh, what the hell? Meechin looked like she's setting up a Styles clash. Meechin with a Styles clash. She just hit a Styles class. Oh, shit. Well, Jade Cargill just laid out Rhea Ripley, but here comes Alexa. Oh, well, damn. Alexa slapped life out of Jade, but it's not going to do nothing. Jade about to choke slam the life out of Alexa. Oh, there's the counter. There's a big-time big boot right there from Charlotte on Jade Cargill. Meanwhile, the other way, Cleveland's cut their deficit down to 1. There's Bridges. Oh, he just traveled. They didn't call it. Gotcha, Josh Hart not being aggressive, but they've got Allen right in front of him. Brunson's going to try a 3. Brick. Long rebound by Bridges, able to go and save it. Kick over to Brunson. Brunson back over to Hart. They've got Allen on Hart, so at least they're denying him to a degree. They're not leaving him wide open. OG tries a jumper, gets that to fall. It's a 3-point lead. This tag team match continues, by the way. All 6 women are down. 3-point game for Cleveland. Wow, no offensive foul call. It's a brick shot from Donovan Mitchell. New York got numbers in transition. OG lost the basketball. Great defense there from Mobley. There's Brunson, kick over to Bridges. Bridges perimeter jumper, got that one to fall. New York able to answer after giving up 7 consecutive points here from Cleveland. New York able to get 5 points. Here comes Mobley. Nobody's there. He just throws up a prayer. Gets that to fall. Hey, great shot right there from Mobley. Meanwhile, here comes Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill rematch from WrestleMania taking place here Saturday night main event. Meanwhile, over in Cleveland, it's a 3-point deficit for the home team. They need to see if they can play some defense, get this basketball back. There is OG, tries another fall away jumper, got it to fall. Hey, OG's playing some ball today. Rhea and Jade exchanging right hands. They not the best looking right hands, neither there. Oh, but big, beautiful headbutt right there. Oh, she's got her in position. Here comes the Riptide. Got her. Down goes Jade. There's the cover. 1, 2, and Michin just broke up the pin. Riptide there from Rhea. Oh, that actually makes me feel as if B-Fab, Michin, and Jade could, oh, there's a big time pump kick right there from B-Fab. B-Fab stalking Rhea Ripley right now, trying to see if she could take advantage. Oh, she ate a goddamn big boot instead. She ate a big boot instead. Charlotte face to face with Rhea Ripley. It looks like they about to shake hands. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte about to shake hands, but the match isn't even over. Why are they taking a moment to have, acknowledge themselves here? Very confusing behavior. You're in the middle of a match. You're already in a tag team. Why do you have to take a second to go and acknowledge each other? I think they're going to do dual Riptides. I 110% believe they're going to do dual Riptides. Yeah, they about to double. There it is. Double slam is coming. Oh, are they going to do double fall-away slams? Yeah, double fall-away slams. Oh, I thought they were going to do two-time Riptides. Are they all going to gang up on Jade? Oh, what the hell? Charlotte and Rhea just did a suck-it motion as if this was... what the hell? They're doing they're all having a good time. Are they all friends? That's very confusing. Alexa done jumped into the arms of Charlotte and Rhea for whatever reason. Jade with a pump kick on Rhea, and here we go. Jaded time. Jaded time. There's no way she's gonna win like this. There's no way. There's the Jaded connects on Rhea. There's no way. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! Jade Cargill won. Jade Cargill just pinned the WWE. What the hell? Jade Cargill just pinned Rhea Ripley. Wow. I can't believe it. I'm shocked. I'll be damned. They actually won. That could have easily been on SmackDown. That was a very stupid way to have them finally, be on the same page. Literally, you're in the tag team match together. You had no animosity whatsoever, but here we are. Hey, all right. Shout out to them. Hey, they got the W. Big time W there for Jade. No, Jade did sell the Riptide. She was down for about a minute and a half. She was down for a little bit. Well, maybe not so much a minute and a half, but maybe about a minute. She did sell the Riptide. She fell, rolled all the way out of the ring. Because remember, it was actually, they had to go and break up the pin there. She would have lost there off of the Riptide. She didn't kick out. They had to come in to go break up the pin. So she sold the Riptide. She was out for a little bit. And then for whatever reason, Michin, or I should say, for whatever reason, Charlexa and Rhea wanted to go have a moment to go and celebrate prematurely. And that's what ultimately cost them the match. Nathan Bafavo said, have I ever seen the one meme that John Hamm was dancing and enjoying himself with the song, Turn the Lights Off? Like, oh, yes, I actually have the meme saved. Blurdito in the building, first time chatter, said, what's good, bro? Congratulations on the 1 million follows. Last night's game was all right. You felt the Knicks will advance. You feel like the Knicks will advance in your opinion. Somebody get the brooms ready. Oh, 110%. Somebody get the janitor on the phone. All right, get the custodial staff on the phone. Get them brooms prepared in Cleveland because the way they play in basketball, at least the last couple of games, down the stretch in game 1, the entirety of game 2, that's not going to be able to win you some games. But thus far, it's relatively close. We'll see how things continue to play out. Sal, first time chatter, what's going on? Said, what's good? It's Salvador. How is it going? This man got a double-breasted shirt. Hilarious. Fit right there from Montez Ford. OG is at the free throw line right now, averaging damn near 20 here in the playoffs, puts in a free throw. It's a 5-point game right now for New York. Montez turns heel tonight, says Classic Man Q. We shall find out. Here's All Ego, I believe, main eventing today against Penta to see if he can win that Intercontinental Championship. James Harden got to get that to fall. There's Merrill, tries a 3. It's a brick. Rebound, Josh Hart. Take your time now. Oh, beautiful step back there from Brunson. Josh Hart got to take that. You know what? Maybe Brunson has the better looking shot in that situation. Josh Hart, I know he's not, score first. He's predominantly pass first. but there are some situations where he just got to take the shot. If you look at that possession, they're not going to show us a replay, but if you look at that possession, Brunson got Merrill on skates, kicks it over to Hart. Now, I recognize Jared Allen is a little bit taller, right? He's a 7-footer, if I'm not mistaken. So given the spacing, he can actually go and contest. But off that pass, if Josh Hart just takes the shot right there, that's not a bad look. You can't constantly hesitate. Sometimes you got to let that sumbitch go, bro. Oh, great job there from Cat, but I think they're going to call a goaltend. They're going to call a goaltend. Good promo there from Ethan Page. Sol Ruka versus Becky Lynch coming up next. The Women's Intercontinental Championship is not on the line. This is going to be a non-title match here. Jay Real said you foresaw the Knicks winning after game 3 of the Cavs Pistons with them going 7 games. I kind of already knew I had no fear for New York in this series, truly, because Cleveland should have lost potentially in the first round 100%. They were hungrier in game 7 of the second round, but the way they play basketball isn't conducive to winning. Robert in the building, what's going on? James Harden turns into the only scrub during the playoffs. Is crazy deal. Yeah, it's very confusing activity to say the least. Nathan Batu want to say, here comes the yapper, Becky Lynch. She's such a yapper. Indeed, she is. In fact, I would say every time that we happen to see Becky come on to the screen and she has a mic, she has a promo, at any point in which you hear her talking, we already know she's moving like... NY Legend Patua said, man, oh man, a WWE event with no ads. Saturday night main event is going to cook. Well, I mean, we got some ads here and there, but luckily they're not cutting into matches, if you will. Sol Ruka interview here with Kathy Kelly just before her match. Matt said, is it safe to say Harden is overrated or is he underrated? I don't think he's underrated. I would say to a degree you can have him a bit overrated. For those who say he's a better shooting guard than Wade, I would disagree. For those who says he's a better shooting guard than Allen Iverson, I too would also disagree. I don't know if I would unequivocally say James Harden's in the top 5 shooting guards in the history of the game. I just don't know if I can, you know, feel comfortable with that particular claim. So for those who have him over Wade, I would say you can make that argument a bit of overrated in that direction. I think in the realm of scorers in the history of the NBA, you cannot deny his ability to score a basketball. But I think to a degree, there are individuals who certainly do go and overrate him. It just depends on the conversation that we're having. I think without question, he is in the top 10 shooting guards in the history of the game. I would debate on if I'd put him in front of Drexler. You can make a legitimate argument that you can have him there. I think in this generation of, shooting guards in the NBA, he certainly has an argument to be the best, if not one of the best, of the 2010s on. But I just don't think he's in that top 3, top 4, all time, if you will. Let's see if the Knicks win. Wow. The Knicks lose. Oh, Becky's going to have an entrance all the way from the back.
Gotcha, bitch.
Wildcard underscore rent is
she
now
had
following.
a damn promo from the locker room on some Goldberg business. Oh boy, Becky's yapping again. Here comes the women's intercontinental champion, making her way down to the ring. It is a 3-point lead right now for New York. Make that 5. Got a bucket to fall. Nathan Bafavon had said, for those who don't know how Kyle Busch died yesterday, had severe pneumonia. RIP to a racing legend. You know what it's like to go through pneumonia. The unchiseled Adonis had pneumonia
Nate
some years ago. Very scary situation. I had pneumonia as a baby, but I can't remember it because obviously I was a baby. But yeah, RIP to Kyle Busch. I was never really a big, huge NASCAR fan, but when I was watching it in high school, that number 18, that Toyota vehicle was something that gravitated towards me. So I was a Kyle Busch fan, and I was gutted by the news when seeing that he passed away. So that was very, very, very saddening to see. So RIP to him. Thoughts and prayers go to his family. 41 years old, incredibly, incredibly young. Way too soon to mess around and go, man. So RIP to the legend. Holy in the house said, who do I have winning the finals? If Oklahoma City comes out of the West, I have them winning the finals. If it's San Antonio and New York, it really just depends on what San Antonio's philosophy happens to be. It just really depends on what, because I think the Knicks can get San Antonio. But if San Antonio just goes out there and they primarily play through Victor Wembanyama and they go and they give him 42 minutes, you know, every single evening, and they're getting him at least 20-some shots per game. I know that's not their philosophy, but if they're getting him 20 shots per game, bro, I think the Spurs will win the championship. But if they continue to have this moderate, sometimes we're going to go in attack, sometimes we're not with Victor, I think the Knicks can mess around and get him. But right now, the Knicks are going on a bit of a run. There's a Euro, nasty-looking Euro there from Karl Anthony Towns as Big Purr able to go and get a bucket, and then Shamet enters this game and gets a jumper to fall. Yeah, you know, Sol Ruka going to wrestle in pants. Discount Wheezy Blonde taking on the women's intercontinental champion here. Becky Lynch, one-on-one, Sol Ruka. Oh, is she looking for the Soul Snatcher already? Oh, I thought she was looking for the Soul Snatcher already. Gambit in the building. What's going on? So there is that. Your sister, wait, Sleep said that your sister's dog was attacked by a bigger dog. You about to move like John Wick. I don't think that's necessarily how it works. If it was a human who happens to be masquerading as a dog, what was it? What would they used to call that? Anamorph? Was it Anamorph? Was that what it was? Those books where they had the human slowly becoming the animal, or the animal slowly becoming a human. If somebody's transmogrifying into a dog, at that point, you can go John Wick on them. But if it's a dog that attacked another dog, I don't think you can necessarily turn it into John Wick. That's just dogs doing dog things. So I guess you just got to bring a longer, or maybe not so much a long dog, but bring a larger dog to go and attack the larger dog that attacked the smaller dog. So there's that. All right, coming out of the timeout, Cleveland able to go and get a bucket. Who's on the floor right now for the Cavs? You've got Mobley, Strus, Merrill, Mitchell, and is that Harden? All right. Mitchell, Strus, Mobley, Harden, and Mitchell, Strus, Mobley, Harden, Merrill. That's a very shooting heavy lineup here. And then for the Knicks, you've got Shamet, Bridges, Towns, Brunson, and who else is on the floor? And McBride. I guess it evens out, but it just depends on what they're going to be doing with Mobley. If Mobley's going to be one-on-one with Towns, oh, well, Josh Hart's entering this game, but who's he coming to come and get? Who is he coming to get? Well, Mobley's coming out of the game. Dennis Schroeder's coming in for the first time today. What the hell? Jessica Carr goes down. It looks like there's going to be a disqualification. Oh, boy. Match ends in a DQ. Well, that was very fast. That was an incredibly interesting finish. That ended it very, 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 very fast. Or the people are saying, ref, you suck. The more you know. Oh, shit, Becky's going to come back in, and now she's attacking Sol Ruka. Becky's beating the life out of Sol Ruka. 7-point lead right now for the New York Knicks, by the way. There's a kick over to Brunson. Manhandle slam on Sol Ruka, and now she's eating the right hands. There's a three-point attempt from McBride. Got it to fall. It's a 10-point lead. Largest lead of this game right now for New York. Here comes the other referees. Are they even coming to stop? Bro, the other referees didn't even come down to stop Becky. They ran down there to go check on their fellow ref. Becky connects with yet another manhandle slam. That's 2 manhandle slams on Sol Ruka. I mean, Becky should actually manhandle slam her on top of the title. Instead, she's just going to do it in the middle of the ring. Another manhandle slam. Nobody's coming out here to stop Becky Lynch. Literally nobody's. I think Becky should keep manhandle slamming her shit. Becky should just keep manhandle slamming her shit. Referees came down, didn't even come to stop her. They didn't even come down to stop her. That's hilarious. They didn't even come down there to stop her. Sol has no friends. No, she doesn't. Becky Lynch just laid waste to it, and now the referee gonna get into the ring. Come on now, bro. What we doing? Absolutely beat the life out of Sol Ruka. I think her septum ring is bleeding on the inside of her doggone nostrils. Mobley, good pass over to Merrill. You got to kick that outside. Strus got to take that 3. It's a brick. Mitchell Robinson now into this game for the first time. Becky Lynch standing tall. Let me go back to see what happened. Here's a promo here from Penta. Let me see. Can I go back? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can. Target but 2 said these 2 matches could have been on SmackDown. Yeah. But you know they don't treat Saturday Night Main Event like it's an actual pay-per-view. It's just pretty much a glorified television show. They're going to call a foul there on Brunson. Offensive foul. Still a 10-point lead right now for the New York Knicks, leading over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Good pass. Well, not the best pass over there from Mitchell. They got ricocheted, but luckily Dennis Schroeder was able to get his hands on it. What's he going to do with the basketball? Dribble, penetrate. Where's he going to go with the ball? He's got nowhere to go. Kicks it over to Strus. Strus going to take the 3. No, he's back to Schroeder. Schroeder's not going to. No, Schroeder is going to take the 3. He's got it just as time expires on the play clock. Shot clock, sorry. Well, what the hell? The Intercontinental Championship's coming up next. I thought this was main eventing. I guess not. I thought that was main eventing. I guess not. So what the hell's going to main event the show? Is it going to be which of the women's tag team championship matches? What the hell? Yeah, glorified house show. Devion said, we watching an NBA playoff game. They got DraftKings on the court. Adam Silver, are you serious, sir? Well, yeah, you know, they lean in so heavily into what's so funny about it is ESPN has their own betting platform. I think, what is it, ESPN Bet? So here you have on a national broadcast conflicting, you know, sports betting agencies. And of course, every single one, they all have their own variations of promotions that you could place your wagers on. But so we'll see. Final possession here, or I should say, the penultimate possession here in the quarter. What do you got? There's Brunson, makes a move on Mobley, gets him to leave his feet, doesn't work out. There's McBride, tries the floater, no good. Karl Anthony Towns rebound, puts it in. It's a 12-point lead here. You got 4 seconds if you're Cleveland. Schroeder got to pick it up right here. There's a kick over to Merrill. Merrill's going to try a floater. Can't get it. End of the quarter, New York leads by 12. Good body official in the building said, you deserve it. Proud of you on the mill. I appreciate you, family. Much love. Much love. LeVar Cole said most definitely Saturday night live main event is just a house show, but it's live on TV. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, ESPN shut down ESPN bet. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, the more you know. Quiet Storm said, speaking of house shows, they're thinking about doing more. They need to, because folks got to get their reps in. Folks got to get their reps in. So I'm glad that they are. Do I think the Pistons would have put up a better fight? Yes and no. It just depends on what their offensive philosophy happens to be when they go out there and take the floor. Cavs getting beat at home hurts. I mean, there's no guarantee it's going to be completely done. Damn, this Frankie Lapman is making his rounds, bro. Whoever his fucking management is, they certainly got that man showing up everywhere. Son wears the same fit with the same butt pads for years, and he's been able to get that over, man. I've said time and time again, you just find one thing that works, and you fucking drive that sumbitch into the ground. Nathan put 20 on it. Said 6 more days till May 29th. 1 year ago, the day you and your mom got involved in a nasty car crash. And you said it before, you'll say it again. You're happy we're still alive. If we died, I would have saw you wouldn't have saw your Seahawks win the Super Bowl. And hell, they got the job done. You're still here, brother. So we're glad that you're still alive and kicking. And I'm glad that you guys are here. Not only are you a staple in the chat room, you are a staple in the lives of your loved ones. So make sure that you continue to be very grateful and showcase your gratitude for still being here and continue to be the light that you are in the lives of those individuals who you love and they love you. So this game continues here. End of quarter one. 10-point lead for the New York Knicks as they're in front here. They're taking care of business. Lil G said, did I see the Usyk fight? No, I did not. Roto said, what do I think of the first 2 matches on main event? Nothing special. Nothing special. Sol Ruka and Becky, I guess they're just going to continue to try to go and build the angle there. I was quite shocked with the result of Jade, B-Fab, and Michin against Charlexa and Rhea. But we'll see where things continue to go. How many matches are there today? Tonight? 5. Usyk almost lost. Oh, so he won. All right, Lisa Salters there interviewing Karl Anthony Towns, who's got 11 points in the quarter. Very aggressive game from Karl Anthony Towns here. 39, 27-point lead. There's Towns getting the quarter started. I guess oh no, I thought he had the scoop layup. I guess not. Rebound. Here comes Schroeder the other way. Kick over to Merrill. Merrill and what? Oh no, he couldn't get it to fall. He couldn't get it to fall. He was fighting a guy with 1 professional fight and he nearly lost. Oh boy. He must be taking on a prodigy or something. KT Chris said you made 250 subscribers on your YouTube channel while you were doing the video. Big W for you, brother. Big W for you. Big 250, man. I'm proud of you, dog. You've been consistent. You've been putting out them doggone vids. And now the folks are starting to funnel in, man. Big 250. Big W for you, fam. I'm happy for you. There's Josh Hart. Oh, no, can't get it to fall. Still scoreless here in the quarter. Oh, looks like they took a bucket off. It was 39-27, but they took a bucket off for the Knicks. So now it's back to 37-27. Donovan Mitchell able to throw the ball into the hoop. It's an 8-point lead. Yeah, Becky beat the life out of Sol Ruka here at Saturday night's main event. New York will go ballistic if they go to the finals. Oh, of course they will. Oh, wait a minute. It's Nick Aldis here face to face with Becky Lynch. Oh, clash in Italy. Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruka. With the title on the line. Here's the Irresistible Forces. Lash legend Nia Jax. Backstage, former women's tag team champion getting ready to get interviewed by Kathy Kelly. Meanwhile, Cavs trying to cut their deficit. Evan Mobley's heading to the line. How hard is Harden going to choke in the playoffs again? Well, we'll see. He's going to need to wake up. He had a decent game, too. It wasn't a terrible game, too. It just wasn't enough. I need him to beat the life out of Paige and Bree. Beat the life out of him. Beat the life out of him. Whip their ass tonight. Whip their ass tonight. Here comes All Ego. I'm surprised this wasn't the main event. That makes me believe that the Street Profits are going to have something very interesting later on this evening. Here comes All Ego Ethan Page. OKC turned heel. I mean, shit, they're in San Antonio. Them flopper chants started coming in. Here comes Josh Hart. Wow, what do you know? Look at Josh Hart being aggressive. Look at Josh Hart being aggressive. Great layup right there. Makes that lead a 9-point deficit there for Cleveland. Now Jose GTA Alvarado. Grand Theft Alvarado in the game now. On the floor for New York. Karl Anthony Towns, Alvarado, McBride, and Shamet.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gold Chop is now following.
All right, Harden back into the game. Allen back in the game. Donovan Mitchell. I believe that is Tyson. And Merrill as well. Allen tries to float. Oh, wow, that's a late call. That's a late call. I think they're going to get that one on Towns. That's their best bet. Attack Towns, force him into foul trouble, get him off the floor, force Mitchell Robinson to come back into the game, and then you could play the Hacker Robinson business. Did they change Adam Page's theme song? Oh, shit, it's Penta. Penta's making his way out here, and you know that the Intercontinental Champions making his way out there, and he's going to Penta walk his way back to the ring. He's been champion for now, what, 3 months? Penta's been champion since what, February? Penta's been champion 3 months, and here comes Penta making his way down to the ring. Should LeBron go back to Cleveland? I think he will. It's a fitting way to end his career. Ethan Page got Def Rebels. It sounded different. It sounded different. There's a free throw right there from Jared Allen. Gets that one to fall. 7-point game. I like that Merrill is going to pick up Alvarado 94 feet. And they're bringing a trap. Great job. Alvarado inside. Oh, wow. It hit Mitchell Robinson right in the face. The ball hit Mitchell Robinson right in the face. Cleveland gets a basket here. They got to force Oh, wow. It's off of Mitchell. Jesus Christ. 6 turnovers for the Cavs already. 9 minutes left to go here in the first half. Beautiful pyro right there for Penta. There's Bridges. Tries a jumper. Got it. That turnaround mid-range jumper is falling for Bridges each time right now, man. That's his shot. That's his shot. New York better do a whole lot more of that. What's good, Rage Machine? Tyler said, it's always going to be fuck the Bellas. Indeed. LeBron will take a 4th pit stop at Cleveland before leaving again for the newly expanded Las Vegas basketball team. Nah, LeBron ain't going to be around for that long. I think he's not going to be no player owner. That's not going to happen because for obvious reasons, you got to give up your stake in the squad in order to make that happen. And I don't see a scenario where he's going to retire, then come out of retirement for one more year at the franchise. But 110%, he's going to be owning a franchise. It's just a matter of when the expansion happens, which I believe should be like, what, 2030 or so? They're going to expand the league? Or is it in 2 years? Lillian Garcia here announcing middle of the ring. Jordan Clarkson making his way into the lineup now. Oh, they are booing all ego. Robert Lane said, hey, CA, you have been increasing your college workload. It's each semester. You finally reached a point in which you are really struggling to keep up. What should you do? Drop a class. Drop a class. Drop a class. If it's overwhelming to where you're taking what, like 21 credits, 24 some credits. I don't know what the cap happens to be because I remember when I was in college, you could take I think it was six, 7 classes. Oh, I'm gonna go find the meme. I have to find it, so I apologize in advance, but I gotta go find it. If you take 6, 7 classes, right, to get 6, 7 lead to about 21, 18 to 21 some credits. Drop one. If it's overwhelming, drop one. Drop one. Yeah, Lillian's almost 60. She still looks great. Am I watching the Ray J fight? When is that going down? I don't think I'm going to watch it live, but I'll probably end up doing a commentary on it. Yeah, if you got to drop a class, drop a class. If you got to drop a class, drop a class. I dropped a class in college. I only dropped one course ever when I was in college. I think it was art history. I'm like, bro, what am I in here for, son? I'm wasting my time here. I'm wasting my time here. I'll just make up. I'll take a class during the summer. Because it really screwed me over. The only course I've ever failed in college, macroeconomics. I failed it. And what was brutal about it was, oh, what an and one from Tyson. Okay, hold on. Tyson right into the chest of the New York Knicks, able to go and get himself the and one. All right. Here come the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tyson went right up the chest of Robinson, somehow was able to force that into the hoop, and Cleveland cuts their deficit. Oh, that's a grown man basket right there. He said, Tyson! That's what happened. What did he say? Tyson! Grown man. It's a 4-point game, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 4-point game. Here comes Cleveland. They're coming alive now. They're coming alive now. Jumper from Bridges. Can't get that one to fall. Here's a rebound by Tyson. Back the other way come the Cavs. James Harden bringing the ball down the floor. Looks like he's going to drive. Harden with the layup. Got it. There it is. Cleveland deficit by 2. The Cavs on a 7-0 run. Here comes Cleveland. Meanwhile, oh, beautiful counter right there from All Ego. Drop kick connects on Penta. And now the 1As reigning upon the IC champion. Ball out of bounds. Remember the bus driver uppercut? Oh, who will forget? You're going to jail now. Sued Tripod said, yo, congratulations on making the Busted Open. Should have been sooner, but we ride in this wave till the end. Yes, indeed. And I'm hoping that I can get a bit more segments as we continue to move forward, especially with whatever it is that happens in professional wrestling. I'll see if I can, mess around and get a bit more of an opportunity to go and provide my takes or reactions to what transpires there in professional wrestling. So maybe I'll have to provide, a bit more breakdowns of what transpired pay-per-view by pay-per-view to give, additional takes on what's going on in professional wrestling at the moment. Looks like I may have to watch some AEW. I mean, hey, I'm going to the show tomorrow, so I could, give a firsthand account on what it's like to be in the building. Because the last AEW show I ever went to was AEW, I believe it was Grand Slam 2021. No. I think 2021. Daniel Bryan versus Kenny Omega, CM Punk's first match back ever in professional wrestling, where he took on Powerhouse Hobbs, I think it was. Was that 2021? I think it was. So I went to Grand Slam all those years ago. Ooh, face first goes Penta off of the corner post. Platinum said no Saturday night main event tonight. What you mean? It's in the title. We watching both, brother. We watching both. Robert said, would I ever go into sports commentating? If so, which sports? I said for years, I think I would pass on it.
Gotcha, bitch.
And then
LJ
after seeing how Pat
412
McAfee
is now
was
following.
able to create, a platform from going from YouTube into actually doing commentary during games. Because if you guys remember, there were some isolated games for Indianapolis over the course of the years in like 2018, 2019, where McAfee was in the booth doing commentary on some of those isolated games and then building out his platform. Like, hey, you know what? I think I would be able to go and do it. So if there was a sport, 110% it would be football. 110% it would be football. Tyler said top 5 Attitude Era stars who should have been world champion. Attitude Era stars that should have been world champion. Well, Kane had the title, but it was only for one day. Chris Jericho won the title at the tail end of the Attitude Era, going into WrestleMania 18. So there's that. Attitude Era stars that should have won the world title. Attitude Era stars that should have won the world title. Who hadn't won the world title during the Attitude Era? Billy Gunn? No. D'Lo? No. We're talking about world champions. 2000, who had a ton of momentum? So our King of the Ring, each of those years, Kurt Angle, he went on to win. The one Billy Gunn, the one in 99. Where'd that go? Nowhere. Who won King of the Ring 2001? Who won King of the Ring 2001? Brock was 2002. Kurt was 2000. Billy Gunn was 99. 2001, was that the year Edge won? That might have been the year Edge, because Edge and Christian, they went their separate ways. That might have been the one that Edge won. I can't remember. But top 5 Attitude Era stars who should have been world champion. There's a kick. Let me see here. 98, it was the year of Austin. And then you had a couple of reigns between there from Mankind to Rock, Austin, Kane, Undertaker. I don't think he had the title at all in 98. Penta goes up top, taking down All Ego, Ethan Page. Oh, I think we might be going to a commercial. I'd hope not. I don't think Ken Shamrock got to the point where he could have been the world champion. I was thinking William Regal, but I think his best opportunity was in 2008 after he won King of the Ring. Back over to Harden. Harden inside. Layup. Tie game. Tie game 48 all. Yeah, Penta going up top, taking down All Ego at Ethan Page. And looks like Penta's getting ready to fly.
Gotcha,
He's going up top.
Janface is
Oh
now
boy,
following.
Cleveland's threatening here to take the lead. Cleveland's threatening to take their lead. There's a 3 from Tyson. It's a brick. It's a brick. Long rebound. Here comes Alvarado coming back down the way. There's a kick over to OG. Doesn't take the three when he had the opportunity. He's going to go up. Can't get it. And it's a blocking foul. He's going to the line. OG's going to the line. Godfather? No. No. Top 5 Attitude Era stars who should have been world champion. Late 97, I wouldn't have put the strap on anybody over Shawn Michaels at that particular time once he took it off of Bret Hart. And then he was champ all the way until WrestleMania 14. Austin, Kane, Rock, Mankind all held it in 98. 99, Rock, well, Mankind, Rock, Austin, Triple H, Big Show. They all had the title in 99. I mean, Jericho should have won it in 2000, but they reversed the decision. But nonetheless, he ended up getting it on the tail end of 2001. In 2000, Rock, Triple H, Big Show, no, Rock, Triple H, Angle, they all had the title as well in the year 2000. 2001, Angle had it for like 2 weeks when he took it off of Austin. Angle, Austin, Rock, and then Jericho. There's a 3, no good. Rebound. Who would have put it on in 2001? I really, what, maybe Booker T showed up and then won his 5th WCW championship. But they had the world title so much late in the year. I don't think there's somebody who I'd want to put the strap on. 2002, you had Jericho. There's a layup there from Brunson. But 2002, you had Jericho, Triple H, Hogan, Rock, and there was somebody in between, Taker. So yeah, I don't think there's somebody else. Why am I not streaming? Why aren't I watching Saturday Night Main Event? I am. I'm looking at both. I got Saturday Night Main Event up here, Intercontinental Championship between All Ego, Ethan Page and Penta. Meanwhile, there's also Jalen Brunson and James Harden going at it at the basket as Brunson's able to go and get a layup. It's a 2-point lead right now for New York. And now they're exchanging right hands. I don't think there's somebody who I'd want to put the title on. Hell, Owen Hart had a very good surge, but I wouldn't have put the title on him. It's tough for me to add somebody into that group. I ain't gonna hold you. Farouk, I don't think during the Attitude Era it would have made sense for him to be champion. Oh, and shout out to Doran. They had a care package that they gave me from the wedding. So this is pretty doggone awesome. This is actually pretty doggone awesome. Thank you. So they had a care package from the wedding yesterday evening, man. So I appreciate you, man. I got some snacks in here, some gum, some fruit snacks. I haven't had popcorn literally in a year. Actually, no, that's a lie. I had popcorn at the theaters. I haven't popped my own popcorn in a microwave. I don't even have it on a microwave, but I haven't popped my own popcorn in like 2.5 years. So that's pretty doggone cool. So that's good stuff, man. Can't go wrong with a beautiful care package post wedding, man. That's awesome. Tess would have made for a good champion. Yeah, if they gave him a legitimate push to be in that position. Oh, beautiful spot right there from Page, but it's a kick out from Penta. This match continues. Yeah, I don't have a microwave at the house, but I think when I have the housewarming, I'll probably have somebody, come and get me a microwave. It's only a matter of time. James Harden thus far tonight, 13 points. He's 6 of 9. Oh, Penta Driver. 1, 2, kick out by Page. Yo, this match continues. Oh my God. Penta Driver on Ethan Page, but he kicks out. All Ego is still alive in this match. This match continues. Well, I'll be damned. Hold on. Wait a minute. Ethan Page fighting, clawing to stay alive in this match. And looks like Penta says, if the damn Penta drive is not going to lead to the victory, maybe I need the Penta Mexican Destroyer. Page able to connect with a high knee here. Now he's got Penta up on the top rope. I think Page is going to try a maneuver from the top rope. But Penta's now responding with clubbing blow after clubbing blow after clubbing blow. All kinds of right hands here. This should be for Kelsey after this year. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be, but he signed a multiple year deal. Oh, what the hell? He was unmasking Penta. Avalanche slam there while pulling Penta's mask, but he kicks out. The Intercontinental Champion is still alive here. Good God, yo, what do they have to do to put each other away? Oh, look at the intensity on the face of Ethan Page. Oh, he's losing it. He is losing it. No, I don't think Billy Gunn could have been world champion during the Attitude Era. I don't think there was a sweet spot for him to be able to. Maybe when he got kicked out of DX. Maybe when he got kicked out of DX in mid-2000. That would have been an opportunity, but I don't think that would have been the right time. Oh, wait a minute. Page just exposed the top turnbuckle. He's going to try to distract the referee here. Oh, he went to go and expose the other one. He exposed it. Why the fuck is Eddie Arango not looking at the... Oh, my God. Penta just went into the top turnbuckle. Penta went into the top turnbuckle. Come on, Penta. Kick out. Kick out, Penta. Kick out, Penta. All right. This match continues. This match continues. He exposed two different turnbuckles. It didn't work out in his favor. Referee couldn't even go and put that top turnbuckle back in. Penta able to go and counter. Oh, Ethan went shoulder first into the exposed turnbuckle. Here comes Springboard Mexican Destroyer. Springboard Mexican Destroyer. 1, 2, 3. Penta retains. Penta retains. Magnificent match there. Magnificent match there. Magnificent match there. Aaron said, bro, I'm a Steeler fan. Aaron Rodgers is going to retire. Indeed he will. Indeed he will. Platinum said, brother, all seriousness, you have a friend that has cancer. He's diehard WWE fan right now. As we speak, we don't know if he's going to make it. Is there any way we can get some WWE merch and gift it to him? You know how to get in touch better than me, but let me know, please. Well, I'm not sure how to potentially get in touch with WWE. But boy, you might have to see if you can send an email to them to see if you can get something. Yeah, you gotta say you could send them an email potentially to see if they can, set up some sort of package to have a meetup at the show. Where are you based out of? Where are you based out of? Or I should say, where's your friend located? Maybe if they could get him to a local show, if they're gonna be in the city. Because I have some people who work at WWE who follow me. Like Angelo Dawkins, he follows and he interacts with a number of stuff. Omas,
Gotcha,
also
bitch.
a follower as well.
Mouse
You're
underscore
in
world
Alabama,
is now
he's in
following.
Chicago, back home. When's the next upcoming show in Chicago? Where's the next upcoming show in Chicago? Maybe they could get something set up.
14 grams of
All right, here's an interview with the women's tag team champions. I need Brie Bella to get her ass whipped tonight.
Gotcha, bitch.
Bruce!
Fryman
The Brick
904 is
still
now
remains a
following.
3-point lead. I need the Bellas to take a loss here tonight. OG tries a floater. Can't get that one to fall. Long rebound. Save. Floater right there from Towns. That's a miss. It's a jump ball for Karl Anthony Towns and James Harden. Mick Foley, W. No, he was champion. Wait, what are you guys referencing regarding Foley? What are you guys referencing regarding Foley? Nathan at Pavano said, don't know if I saw it yet, but Travis Kelce's at the game, but even worse, Taylor's there too. You're pushing her off the sidewalk. Platinum said you'll email them. Thank you so much for that information. Yeah, July 6th is the next time that they're pulling up. I bet. Yeah, so that's 6 weeks or so. Definitely shoot over an email to them. And then also if you can because they have different sort of departments, whether it be Make-A-Wish, whether it be I don't know if I forget what their outreach program happens to be, but definitely shoot over an email and see who you can get in contact with. See who you can get in contact with. Main event time? No, it's not main event. We still got 2 more matches, 2 tag team matches left to go. Tyler said thoughts on Steve Blackman. Hey, first and foremost, big shout out to Wrestling Bios. Steve fucking Blackman. I always enjoyed Steve Blackman's work. I think he was a very entertaining guy during the Attitude Era. Nathan Batu said, by the way, if NY wins, this series hit the John Hamm meme. Well, I don't think I can do that because of copyright, but I can give you a second. Let me get the where is it? What the hell is it? Does it turn the lights off? Oh, here it is.
I said, ooh, come on, baby.
Have I seen Blackman recently? Dude is still in amazing shape and has aged. Aged well. Yeah, you take care of yourself. You'll be in a situation where your your latter years, you're still incredibly mobile because wrestling takes a toll on the body. OG gonna drive, good pass outside, Hart still hesitating to take that shot, tries a jumper, got it. Doesn't even matter.
I said, ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights off.
So we'll see what ends up happening out there in WWE land, or I should say in basketball land. Just remove the sound. Yeah, I could always go and remove it. I could get 4 to 5 seconds. I could utilize it and not have to worry too much. But once you get past like the 7-second mark, then you kind of got to like mute it or trim it out at the end of the stream. Oh wait, they called the foul on Mitchell. I think Mitchell wants to potentially go and get a review, but we got to see the replay here. We got to see the replay here to see if he actually, if it was all ball or if it was actual foul here. Free throw is good. Josh Hart about to make this a 9-point game. Tyler said my favorite wrestling match. There's a few. TLC 2, Austin Rock at Mania. Well, any of the Manias really, but Mania 17 is my favorite of their matches. But I think their best actual match was at Mania 19. Obviously Taker versus Shawn Michaels, Brett versus Austin, Benoit and Angle, Royal Rumble 2003. Benoit and Lesnar, Royal Rumble 2000. Oh no, was it Royal Rumble? When was Benoit versus Lesnar? Benoit versus Lesnar was at what year was it? Was that SummerSlam? No. Geez, it escapes me. But that was also a good match as well. I thoroughly enjoyed that match. Cody versus Reigns too. Damn, that's a turnover. A number of different matches here and there. Hell in a Cell, end of an era. Just a number of different matches. Sasha versus Bayley, NXT Takeover. Love that match. Rhea versus Charlotte, WrestleMania 39. Love that match as well. Sasha versus Bianca. Great match. Bianca, Io, and Rhea. Magnificent match. Great matches. Great matches. Kick out. There's Harden. Got to take the three. Harden hesitated. And they didn't get the call. Harden is absolutely apoplectic. Harden is angry as hell. He's got 14 points. He's leading all scorers here tonight. And it's going to be a 6-point deficit at the break. James Harden, did he get fouled? I want to see the replay. It certainly looked like he got fouled, but why did he hesitate? You didn't have time. Well, what do you know? It seems like he keeps asking. He keeps asking if he trusts his brother. Makes me think that potentially, Montez could be turning tonight. What's my favorite match outside of WWE? Of course, Okada Omega. In 2017, that was a magnificent match. I loved the 6-man match in Lucha Underground. It was Angelico, Penta. I forget everybody who was involved in that match in Lucha Underground. That was an absolute banger. Prince Puma versus was it Penta? Or was it Mil Muertes? I forget who it was, but it was for the Lucha Underground Championship. That was a banger as well. I think it was 2015 or 2016. It was an absolute banger of a match in Lucha Underground. Very good match. New Japan of Styles versus Nakamura. Classic match. That was a great one as well. Back to TNA, Angle versus Styles in Angle versus Joe, banger. Danielson versus Styles versus no, sorry. Daniels versus Styles versus Joe, triangle match, banger as well. So that's another one outside of WWE. Dustin Rhodes versus Cody Rhodes, AEW, great match as well. MJF versus Punk, magnificent match. Thoroughly enjoyed that as well. Tomatoes in the chat. Tomatoes in the chat. Tomatoes in the chat. Tomatoes in the chat. Brie Bella is here. Tomatoes in the chat. Saga Befivon said, why, where are they playing at? If whoever loses, hit the Michael Irvin clip. You can't let nobody come into your house and take their meal. Well, that seems to be the case. I know what the halftime speech is going to be for you know exactly what the halftime speech is going to be for the Cleveland Cavaliers because they are playing at home. So with that being the case.
So listen to everybody. Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it? Don't let no one come into your house. Take your meal. Do what you need to do today. I'm not nervous. I'm just telling you.
Love me some Brie Bella. Hey, we might have to block you, brother. Limitless TJ, we might have to block you, brother. What you over here talking about? Love some Brie Bella. We might have to block you, brother. Have I seen Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher? No, I don't think I have. But we're at the half. 6-point lead right now for the New York Knicks over Cleveland. Cleveland has to win this game or the series is finished.
Gotcha, bitch.
KP95TH is now following.
Nathan Batum said, you're looking forward to Mendoza. We shall see how things are going to play out this season over there in Las Vegas. Best believe you're going to get a healthy dose of
Mendoza!
Indeed. Women's Tag Team Championship match on the line. Top 5 Saturday night main event matches of all time. Oh, I can't tell you that. I'm having a super brain fog because I can't remember all of the classic matches that took place on Saturday night's main event. So I'd be omitting a number of different matches. Intern Caleb Patuan said, is cheesecake a pie? Yeah. I think it is a pie. I think it is a pie. Cavs are shooting 68% from the free throws. You can't win shooting that bad from three and free throws. Yeah, you can't. Free throws are free. You got to make them. You got to make them. Requiem Gaming said you can't get into women's wrestling, to be honest. Well, here's the thing. You got to all wrestling is wrestling, right? It's the feuds that ultimately get you to buy in, because I can understand to a degree, especially with like the windmills of punches and stuff, that Roxanne will go and throw. It can be a little bit displeasurable, but I love the physical feuds. And furthermore, there's some times in which they can be much more physical with each other and really lay it in. Like in the early 2010s, the women were throwing better punches than the men in WWE. For those who are watching, they were throwing better punches than the men. And for a period of time, the women were carrying the show because the storyline and the writing were just absolutely ass for the most part in tail end 2010s going into the 2020s, and then ultimately the bloodline brought back, life to the men's division. But that being said, here's the thing. There are a number of ladies who happen to be at the top of the card who you can 110% go and buy into because of their in-ring work. You follow them and then you'll slowly ingratiate yourself into it. Because think about it. When you started watching wrestling and you were getting into the men's wrestling, it wasn't just all the men's wrestling across the board. You happen to have some favorites who you tuned into, and then they open up your eyes to other, talent that's there. Sometimes you got to do the same thing for the ladies as well, for those who are not immediately enticed, because I know there's some folks who still would consider, okay, that's a commercial break or whatever, but they do the same for different sort of talents who come out. All of a sudden, bam, remember Baron Corbin, after he went from bum-ass Corbin, became happy Corbin. Every time that man's music would hit, he'd come out smiling. Folks would be like, oh, well, it's time to go to the bathroom. So they happen to have that inside of the men's division as well. You just got to go find a favorite, and then once you have yourself a favorite that's there, then tune into those segments, and slowly but surely you'll be able to go and find, your find interest in the division across the board. Evolution last year was the best PLE, 110%. It was the best paper. You are absolutely correct. I said that on the record at the start of this year as well, or I should say at the tail end of last year as well. That was the best pay-per-view of the entire year. They cooked. The entire show cooked. There wasn't a bad match. It wasn't a bad match. I think the issue is ultimately with the feuds, they haven't necessarily put together a very great women's feud post, the build up to WrestleMania. And I think Io was the shining star last year for the women's division. And then as of throwing Riho as a tag team had taken away from her allure. We didn't get the payoff that we wanted at WrestleMania from Asuka and then Io. Instead, they ended up putting it there on Backlash. So they got to do it better with the storylines regarding the ladies. We're at halftime here in New York versus Cleveland. Meanwhile, it's Nia Jax and Lash Legend taking on Paige and Brie Bella. Evolution last year was great. Yeah, it was a banger. It was a banger. Game said you've been enjoying a few. You enjoy Sol Ruka in WWE. You're enjoying Tekla in AEW. Yeah, you gotta appreciate when you have great angles. When you have great angles, you can't go wrong. You literally cannot go wrong.
14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
So Aruka truly introduced herself to the WWE Universe at Evolution last year, indeed. And then again at the Royal Rumble. I gotta upload the crybaby to Twitter. Big Country Cuz Opa 5 said, what's good, family? Working graveyard shift tonight. Hope everyone is doing well. Stay blessed and be safe. Also, F the Bellas and Team Pink Marble. Indeed. Indeed. And something must be going down at the Casa Marble over in India because they haven't been uploading as much marble racing as of late. Willpower said that seemed like a super fast half. Are you tripping? Yeah, not too many stops during the game, but in the same vein, also Cleveland hadn't taken advantage of making their free throws. Let me get you guys some statistics right now. In that first half, you had a total of 25 free throws shot. The Knicks are 13 of 14. Cleveland 6 of 11. Both teams have 11 fouls respectively. No technical fouls, no flagrants. The Knicks have led the entire game with the exception of a few times. Cleveland has never been in the lead yet.
Oh my God.
Both teams in the paint. Cleveland has 28 points in the paint. Let me see the
20 just
three-point shooting here.
resubscribed for 3
Cleveland's
months.
4 of 19.
What
The
going
Knicks
on,
are
Chief?
5 of 13. The difference is the free throw line right now. If Cleveland made all of their free throws, you know, we're sitting at a 1-point deficit, but they've missed 5 free throws and they've missed 15 threes. That's absolutely atrocious. 22 of 41. They've missed more shots. They've missed more threes. They're out rebounding by 2. They're being out assisted by 5. They've turned the ball over 1 more time. They have more points off turnovers. Is there more second chance points? Well, that I guess that's not there, but one way or another, they just have to defend a bit better. Josh Hart not really scoring from 3 too much here tonight. In fact, nobody in New York has hit 2 threes. Shit, nobody for Cleveland has hit 2 threes. This hasn't been the big 3-point shooting night, but they're gonna have to wake up here. Here's a hot tag to Brie Bella. Come on now, can we pack her up, please? Come on, Irresistible Forces.
Gotcha,
I need y'all to beat the
The
life out of
Sheeps
them.
is now following.
I need y'all to beat the life out of them. There's no way Nia Jax. There's no way Nia Jax is struggling here. King said, "What's going on, Chief? How's it going, family? Much love." Brie Bella with a huge knee into the face of Nia Jax, and now she's going for the cover. Come on, Jax, kick out. Come on, Jax, kick out.
Gotcha, bitch.
Liam_Sue is now
Jax, kick out.
following.
Oh, back goes Brie Bella. Brie is going up. Oh, big headbutt. Big headbutt. Drop her ass down to the ground. Oh, there's a splash right there from Lash Legend. Oh, they're about to fly. Here comes the leg drop. Here's the leg drop. Oh, yeah! Take her out. Easy W. 1, 2. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Yo, Lash got drop kicked right into Nia, and then that breaks up the damn cover. God damn it, son. Nia, get back in the ring. Get back in the ring. Oh, my God. They're leaving Brie by herself in the ring. Get back in the ring and leg drop her again. Go leg drop her again. Oh, my God. She's going to get to the corner and tag Paige. Somebody leg drop her. Somebody drop a leg drop from the top of the scaffolding. God damn it. Brie got a hot tag over to Paige. Paige now is the legal woman, and Nia Jax spent too much time outside the ring. I need them to go beat the life out of Brie Bella. Paige going for the roll-up. Hey, wait a minute. Kick out. Oh, my God. What? How? What? You've got to be kidding me. 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 They retained the championship because Brie Bella had her foot up on Paige's roll-up and Nia couldn't kick out. Nia has Paige by 100 pounds, but she couldn't kick out? Ridiculous. Tomatoes in the goddamn chat. Tomatoes in the goddamn chat. If this ain't bullshit, I don't know what is. If this ain't bullshit, I don't know what is. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You've got to be kidding me. You're telling me Paige gets this roll up on Nia Jax? I'm so fucking angry, you have no idea. I'm so fucking angry. You got no idea. Oh, I am disappointed. I am so incredibly disappointed. You motherfuckers. You mean to tell me that they get away with a victory like this? This is horseshit. Absolute lunacy. God damn it. This is ludicrous, man. This is ludicrous, man. Some horse shit. Yeah, it's the worst outcome of the night by far. Absolutely the worst outcome of the night. I am not having a good time. I am not having a good time. The Bellas end up retaining, or I should say one Bella and Paige, they're able to go and retain. This ain't right. Hey, as far as I'm concerned, this Saturday night's main event is ass. This is ludicrous. Beta Influence, please do something, man. I wish they would show up and lead us to the promised land and take the damn tag team titles off of Bella and Paige. But evidently, that's not the case. You've got to be kidding me. I'm having a very bad evening right now. I thought I was going to have an opportunity to celebrate and see the Bellas lose the goddamn championship, but instead they're able to go out there and retain.
Get the fuck out of my face. Are you shitting me? Are you stupid or are you stupid?
Yeah, that Giannis and Rock commercial was very interesting. Son had flowing hair and shit. Oh my God, son. Are you kidding me? They're able to go and fucking retain the goddamn championship? This ain't right. Lamar! Second half is underway, by the way. Second half is underway. Cleveland and New York, and already a three-pointer. They're making a 9-point lead right now. Cleveland, it's do or die. You have to win here. You have to win here. So Paige is a Bella by association, 110%. You align yourself with the Bellas. As far as I'm concerned, you're a Bella. And you need to be packed up. Marie said, I'm right there with you, but they got, they needed 100 pounds on Paige and Bella. Well, she had her foot there, but there's no way that Nia can't still utilize her strength to go and kick out. I was thinking about this earlier today, right? Where somebody had asked me if I was to do commentary, like let's just say if I got a guest spot doing commentary for WWE, what's something that I would say? Now, albeit Michael Cole is the, I forget which one's considered, like you have your play-by-play and then you have your color commentary. I think they're two different things. Right? Or if it's the play-by-play color commentary and then there's a different terminology for the other chair, right? But if I'm doing the guest spot, I guess they would open up the door for me to like chime in and talk about a couple of things. I think there's current things that are lost in commentary of professional wrestling. One thing that they constantly miss is talking about how important the multiple covers happen to be, because it takes effort to go and kick out. If you guys remember a couple of matches before, Cody versus Randy, or I shouldn't say a couple matches before, but main event of WrestleMania, Cody versus Randy, there were different times in which Randy tried different covers. I think he tried to cover Cody on 3 different occasions. At first, he covered him regular. The second one, he hooked the arm. The third one, he hooked the arm and the leg. So it took way more effort for Cody having to go and kick out. Commentary mentioned nothing of that. In a situation where Nia Jax, who has 100 pounds plus on her opponent, going for a pin cover is going to take a ton of effort to be able to go and, kick out. You could talk about how that wears down, an opponent, but for whatever reason, that's not something as if we're having conversations about. So if I was to do commentary, that's something I would definitely touch on. Here is Paul Heyman. Let me turn that volume up. Logan Paul, Austin Theory, main event of main event.
Are the greatest crossover stars in WWE history.
Greatest crossover stars.
We are the greatest tag team champions in the history of the world. And guess what? That's not the Street Profits. The Street Profits want the smoke. Well, guess what? These tag team titles, they are the smoke.
The tag team titles are the smoke.
We're gonna bring it to you because these titles are not for the street profits.
Wait. What kind of promo is that? You said these tag team titles are the smoke, and we're gonna bring you the smoke, but the titles don't belong to you. Well, that doesn't make any sense. So you're gonna bring them the titles? L Vision. The hell was that? Weak ass promo. L Vision. The hell does that mean? Very confusing promo that they had right there. Where's Joe Hendry when you need him? Paul, can we fire Logan Paul? They need to go and fire that man expeditiously. Second half is underway here, ladies and gentlemen. Second half is underway here. 5-point lead right now for the New York Knicks. And looks like Mobley's heading to the line, getting ready to go shoot some free throws. Austin and Logan are the Beavis and Butthead of WWE. Absolutely. That was stupid when you really think about it. It makes a lot of sense when you don't think about it. It makes a lot of sense when you don't think about it. Ford gonna go to the Vision or Docs? Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because maybe, well, then again, given how everything is setting up, you saw Dawkins go to the aid of Seth Rollins the past few weeks, and it was Montez Ford who consistently had an issue with that. So I wouldn't have a problem if you have a little bit of Braun Breaker, interference at one point during the match. Seth Rollins then comes out, shows his head again, getting involved in business. Ultimately, Dawkins once again attempting to go and save Seth. Ford either gets caught in a crossfire or recognizes what happened. Then the Street Profits either in this situation, they'd lose the tag team championship opportunity. And then ultimately Ford goes and turns on Dawkins. But we'll see how things play out. As a Laker fan, you need the Spurs to avenge you. We'll see what ends up happening there tomorrow. Oh no, I won't be able to stream tomorrow because I'll be at AEW. So I won't be able to stream game 4. But 5-point lead here for New York still. Oh, good pass. Threw it into traffic. I didn't see the man down low. Oh, wow. What a pass from OG. Layup from Mikal Bridges. And now it's a 7-point lead for New York. What a pass from OG. Division and Priest Truth are the tag team champions. What are we doing, man? Very confusing. What a pass. And funny enough, Bridges could have gave the ball to Hart too. What a pass. None of them are beating the Spurs or OKC. Well, it depends. I think none of them will beat OKC. I think OKC makes it to the finals. They're 110% repeating. The Spurs, though, can be beat just solely depending on how the usage of Wemby goes. Because Wemby on the floor, if they play through Wemby 110%, they're going to win the game. No problem. They'll win the finals. But if they go and they do too much of, like, everybody taking these damn shots all of a sudden, rather than playing through the absolute mismatch of a generation, they want to go and play heavy team basketball, and they got, whether it be Champagne, taking shots. Also, if Fox is unavailable as well, you're going to need Castle to go and be a consistent force. But if he finds himself in foul trouble, you can leave the door open for a team like the Knicks. I think the Cavs are going to lose one way or another. If they were to somehow, make it to the finals, they're 110% going to lose. But I think the Knicks can only beat San Antonio if San Antonio doesn't play their game. King Apex in the house. What's going on? Tag team division in WWE is Basura. Got to get the belts on the Profits and Fatal Influence ASAP. You're going to learn today, said you went to the game yesterday. They couldn't play through Wemby because they were holding them all game. Yeah, Hartenstein has been getting away with a lot of holds as well. And they're going to be watching that very closely in game 4. AJ said, what do I think of Brock returning? You thought he was retired, but apparently not. I'm excited for Brock's return. I called Dub yesterday while I was driving in the downpour from Cincinnati to Dayton, Ohio. And it was funny. He like, man, he thought he was at peace, but not anymore. Here come the Street Profits. For what some would say, potentially the last time. There's the red cups. Red solo cups falling from the rafters. As the multiple time tag team champions main eventing on Saturday Night Main Event. The Profits are wearing gold because their goal tonight is to get their hands on the tag team championship. Jordan said, you think either Fox has to be all the way healthy or Dylan Harper has to turn into a full-time star PG right now for the Spurs to stand a chance? They just need a second scorer who can give them 20 plus points or at least a consistent 18, and then you have a third guy who's giving you 15 guaranteed. You need two guys who can combine to give you about anywhere between 36 to 41 points. Guaranteed. Aside from Wimby's 24 to, well, really, Wimby should be giving you 28 a game at the floor, right? He should be at least getting you 7 a quarter. So, given that's the case, you need 3 guys to combine every single game. You need those 3 guys to combine for 75 plus every single game. It has to be there. It has to be there. Anywhere between 70 and 75, it has to be there every single game. Here we go. We're back from the commercial break. Those are good fruit snacks. I haven't had fruit snacks in a few weeks. Last time I had fruit snacks, I think it was post 5K. But all right, here we go. Oh, but those who had asked earlier, I did Murph this morning for the very first time. So you wear a 20-pound weight vest and 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats. Well, not air squats, but it's weighted squats at this point. And then you end with another mile. I ran it in 46 minutes, 18 seconds. And I fucked up down the line because I did 5, 10, 15. But when I started to finally end up breaking the push-ups rather than doing the 10 straight, and then I ultimately got 5, I should have just immediately transitioned into the split squats. There was about 3 sets where I would take a few seconds to try to catch my breath in between and shake out the fatigue in between the push-ups. So I'd hit 5, I'd take like a few seconds, shake out, and then hit another 5. But what I should have did was just, oh man, when fatigue hit me after 5, immediately stand up, knock out the squats, 8 or 7, back to the ground. I lost a few seconds there because I think I could have really went and pushed heavy on the run. So next time that I do it, 100% I got to go and break 45. But it's my first time doing it. It was fun. Yeah, Logan Paul here. Oh, he's snatching all the Fire Logan Paul signs. He's snatching all the Fire Logan Paul signs. Logan Paul just ripped that Fire Logan Paul sign. Look at all those signs in the front row. Fire Logan Paul. I love to see it. I love to see it. 9-point lead right now for New York, 75-66. Bush said, did Penta or Ethan win? Penta got the W. You really thought that was going to be the main event? I thought it would be the main event as well. But for whatever reason, it's not. It's this tag team championship when we've got essentially 10 minutes left to go here in the program. I thought Penta was going to potentially lose that title against Ethan Page, but that wasn't the case. And tonight we haven't even had a title change. So I think this will be the title change here this evening, because I'd be shocked if Saturday Night Main Event concludes and we don't see that title change hands. When did Cat turn into Joker with this playmaking? Well, he's been able to get that ball around. Struce able to put in the 3, but on the other end of the floor, looks like Jalen Brunson's heading to the line. You think Joe may help the Profits win? We'll find out. Lil Yachty needs to get the fuck off TV. You know, my issue with Lil Yachty is his selling. Aside from that, I think he's doing a very good job. To a degree, kind of, I don't want to say staying out of the way because he's getting involved in all the different segments. He's constantly on the mic. I think yesterday was a little bit of a down segment, if you will. It could have just been Trick and Carmelo speaking. And And then ultimately they had a decent match, but unfortunately, interference by Ricky Saints led to, Trick being able to go and retain. But one way or another, and I like the fact that Carmelo wasted little time putting his hands on Ricky Saints, falling the commercial break right into the next segment as Ricky Saints was approaching. I think it was it Jackie Redmond or Kathy Kelly, whatever the case was. He immediately met a right hand. So there is that, but we'll see how things progress. But yeah, I think Yachty got to cut down on involvement to a degree, because I think with the Sami Zayn stuff, it was like it's kind of here hit and miss. He wasn't selling to the best degree. Now aesthetically, he hits the ground, that's great, but he get back up way too soon. So we'll see how things play out. Gaming said, really seems like the Wolves got the shitty end of that trade with the Knicks, but the Wolves are in a tougher conference. I don't think they got a shittier end of this, because remember, both of them were in the conference finals last year. The Wolves went to the conference finals back-to-back years, right? And then this year, injury played a role in them not being at their best. But at the same vein, I think we can agree the Spurs, played a bit better as well. So I wouldn't say they got the shittier end of the stick. I think they both benefited incredibly well from, the trade. Donovan Mitchell able to switch hands in midair, but it doesn't work into his favor. And here we go. This game getting ready to start. I said this match is getting ready to start. There's less than 7 minutes left to go. The people are screaming at the Vision, Austin Theory and Angelo Dawkins, or I should say Montez Ford, yet to lock up just yet. Yachty knows more about wrestling than Travis Scott, and it shows. 110%. You could tell Yachty was actually a fan of the product and wanted to be involved. I'm just hoping that he doesn't find himself in a match. But Yachty is at least decent on the mic. I think his voice could be better, but you can't help what you sound like. Cavs defense is trash. And there's a steal right there from Brunson. They got a chance to make this an even further double-digit deficit. Brunson with the layup, left hand, got it. 12-point lead, the largest lead of this game. Largest lead of this game. I got to figure out why they ended up switching that basket at the end of the half. Let me see why they ended up switching the basket at the end of the half, because it was supposed to be a 12-point lead at the end of the half, but they took a basket away once we kicked off the second half. Let me find out why that was, because he scored just before halftime, and then they took it away. Yeah, they took it away. I guess they didn't count the basket. Yeah, they didn't count that the Karl Anthony Towns basket at the end of the half, because it ended up being 60 to 50. No, it was the end of the first quarter, sorry. It was the end of the first quarter, because it was a 12-point lead, right? Let me scroll. Let me find it. It was the end of the quarter. Yeah, they didn't count it. It was 39, 27, but why'd they take away that basket from it was shot clock. It was a shot clock. Okay, so he didn't get the shot off in time. So it was 39-27. That's what it was.
Congrats on 1 mil, brother. Us over under proud of you and the work you have done.
5 minutes left to go here in this match. Austin Theory and Logan Paul. Logan now just tagged into this match. Another jumper connects. It's a 13-point lead right now for New York. Hey, Cleveland better start playing some defense right now. They're going to mess around and get ran the fuck off. Why are they delaying so much in this tag team match? This is a fucking main event, bro. You got 5 minutes left. Why are they delaying so much in the match? This is very weird. This is very weird. It's time to stand up. Main event, Saturday night's main event. You have 5 minutes left to go here in the program, and it seems like they're operating like they got a 15-minute match. Something's going to have to happen very fast. UI, Dark Hope said, congrats on 1 million, brother. Us over on YouTube are proud of you and the work you've done. I appreciate the 200 bits, so 400 total. I appreciate that, man. Much love. All right, here we go. Montez Ford able to go over top. There's a cartwheel and a backflip for absolutely no reason. We've got a little over 4 minutes left to go here in the program. They're going to have to pick it up, fam. This is a very slow pace to kick off the doggone tag team championship match, unless this is going to go longer than 2 hours. And it's something that we don't know. This is 100% the main event. I don't know why they're moving so slow. All right, here we go. Logan Paul getting back into the ring, catching a missile drop kick. Austin Theory coming in. He catches a missile drop kick. I think Montez Ford just went in to go tag Angelo Dawkins. Here comes Dawkins. Irish whip off the corner. There go up. Double flapjack. Down goes Logan Paul, one half of the tag team champions. And here comes Austin Theory. Double flapjack, now dropping him on top of Logan Paul. Time is starting to tick down. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford taking a second to go and run their dap. And look like they about to fly outside. Well, there goes a clothesline to the outside. Forearm, bringing them down. And it looks like they're getting ready to fly right now. Street Profits standing tall, middle of this ring. And looks like they might be flying on both ends of the... no, I guess not. They're not going to go fly. Bro, it's like they go into a commercial break. This is weird. Oh, it looks like Paul Heyman called for the Vision to leave so they can lose by way of countout. Nathan Pafivon said you would describe the Cleveland Cavaliers' performance in the second half of Game 1. Cavs ex Saddam. That's how bad it was for them. Oh yeah, it was terrible. You could definitely get that the Quran prayer edit for them for sure. It was terrible. All right, here we go. This match continues here. Funny enough, Saturday night main event. Are they in Indiana? I could have stayed in Ohio and just drove to Indiana to attend the show, but came back home. All right. Oh, there's Dawkins into the corner. There's the kick. We got a little over 2 minutes. I don't understand why this match, the pacing was incredibly slow, but here we go. There's a kick out there from Logan. Match continues. We've literally got how many times? How much time until 10? How much time until 10? Where's the clock? Where's the clock? This is the part where they're supposed to show me the clock, but for whatever reason, it's not there. Very odd. Yeah, I can't even see the clock. I guess this update just shows me it just shows me the date rather than actually the clock. So no, we got less than 3 minutes. We're at 2 minutes now. We got less than 2 minutes left to go right now. Bro, they're gonna have to pick up the speed here. They're gonna have to pick up speed here. Logan Paul's got Angelo Dawkins down on the ground. Montez Ford is not on the apron right now. And Logan's raining down 1As at the moment. Bro, they're going to get time capped, bro. The program's going to end unless they're going to go over, the 2-hour mark. Very confusing. Yo, that lady's hairline was ridiculous, fam. She was saluting from up here. That was crazy. Shorty said Shorty needs to go get her passport to head over to Turkey right now. Where my passport at? Where my passport at? Oh, it's in my bag downstairs. But yeah, Shorty needs to go and get her passport expeditiously. We're approaching the 1 minute mark. Double underhook slam there from Theory. Did I just say 3 minutes? Yeah, somebody get Eric Bischoff on the phone. 3 minute warning about to come out here. We got 1 minute left to go here in the program. Very confusing. Unless they're going over the 10-minute mark. Yeah, they must be going over on time. This doesn't seem as if it's going anywhere near the climax. I don't know if they mismanaged because the Saturday night's main event was always 2 hours.
Just
so I guess since they're streaming exclusively on Peacock, they're going to go over. Because we got like 6 seconds until it's 10 flat. So here we go. This match continues here. Oh, somebody's gum just flew. I think Logan Paul's gum just fell on top of Angelo Dawkins. All right, Dawkins working his way back to his feet right now in this tag team championship match. Fury doing push-ups. They're going over. Well. All right, here we go. Angelo Dawkins trying to go get that tag. Over to Montez Ford. Logan Paul with the clothesline taking down Dawkins. This match continues here. Logan Paul tag over to Austin Theory. Theory now entering into the match right now. Right hand on Dawkins. Paul is holding Dawkins down. And now the referee is going to send the tag. Help time has since been elapsed. Umaga was one unhinged dude back then. Love that guy, especially his matches with Jeff Hardy. Classics, man. All right, here comes the shoulder tackles into the corner there from Austin Theory. And now Dawkins back on his ass. What are they cheering? Oh, they saying fire Logan. They cheering fire Logan. They cheering fire Logan. Still a 12-point deficit right now after this second free throw from Brunson. We've got 2 minutes to the fourth quarter, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes to the fourth quarter. All right, Dawkins making his way to the corner to go and tag, but Logan Paul just entered into the match. Not anymore. He got thrown out to the outside, and I think Logan's going to go and grab Ford's leg. Oh, my God. He grabbed Ford's leg, and Ford hit off the top of the steps, and he's down again. Logan Paul done fell, and he's down. Or I should say Logan Paul pulled down Ford, and Ford is down as his face hit the steps. And again, Dawkins is pulled to the corner. Again, Dawkins is pulled to the corner. Is that like a reference to One Piece on Angelo Dawkins' singlet here? Somebody let me know, because he got like the pirate, or I should say a skull type
Will
insignia there on
45688
the
is now
middle
following
of his singlet here. Theory coming right back into the ring here. Getting involved in this match. It's a 10-point deficit right now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Logan Paul going to fly again. Hits off the top turnbuckle. Dawkins has sent, oh, wow, what do you know? Beautiful neck breaker. Also a neck breaker into a DDT style. And looks like Montez Ford has made his way back onto the apron. And he's calling for the momentum of the crowd. He's got the tag rope. There's the tag. Montez Ford is a legal man, and it's time to see the man fly. Big time elbow off the top rope. Right hand on Logan Paul. Clothesline from Ford. Ford on the Irish whip. There's the counter there from Theory. Ford underneath. He's able to go and respond. Momentum. Big time lariat. Taking down Austin Theory. Right hand again on Logan Paul. And now he's hitting that top rope. He's starting to build momentum. Call on the power of the crowd. Look at those hands. The people are starting to get into it. Here comes Ford. Counter with the big boot. Left hand, forearm, I should say, from Theory. Theory just got countered into a power slam. Standing moonsault connects. There's the cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Theory. This match continues. Do I think Joe Hendry will enter the main event scene? I think he certainly has the capabilities to. But against with like Roman Reigns, top of the card there on Raw, nah, not yet. So we'll see how things play out. There's a tag. Logan Paul's a legal man. Oh, what the hell? Discus forearm actually connected. Montez Ford just got hit with a damn buckshot lariat. A damn goddamn lariat there. But it's a kick out. Ford stays alive. Logan Paul with a buckshot lariat.
Congratulations!
Big Fat Paul said, yo, what's good? You saw me on Busted Open. So dope to see the motion. I appreciate that, man. Much
just
love, man.
resubscribed for 15 months.
Awesome conversation.
Yo, what's good? Saw you on Busted Open. So dope to see your motion.
Tag team match continues. Logan, oh my God. Yo, Logan tried to go counter, but I think he hit off the damn corner post. There's a kick out there from Theory. This match continues. Logan just hit the hell out of his side. Phantom tag there from Angelo Dawkins. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the counter. They got him up. Right there to Dawkins. Dawkins threw him into the German suplex. Come on now. Finish it. Finish it right now. Finish it right now. Get up forward. Get up forward. There's suicide dive. Down goes Logan. Come on, Dawkins. Let's go. Let's go, Street Profits. Get in position. Pick up the speed. Pick up the speed. Get him up. Doomsday device. He's legal. Come on forward. Come on forward. Blockbuster off the top. There it is. Go for the cover. Come on forward. Go for the cover for the titles. 1, 2, fuck! Logan Paul came back into the ring and broke it up. Son of a bitch. Come on. You've got to be kidding me, son. That's got to win the tag team championship. Ford went and hit the suicide dive on Logan Paul, took him out. Then he was able to jog back to get into position. They had him up with the electric chair, the Doomsday Device variation into the blockbuster. But for whatever reason, because of the fatigue and the pain to the low back, Ford couldn't immediately get into the cover. And Logan Paul was able to go and respond and get into the ring to break up the goddamn 3 count. Come on, man. We need a lowdown right now. There's a beautiful kick to the damn temple. There goes Logan Paul, clotheslined outside the ring. Dawkins, you need to go and neutralize him right now. No. This is too risky for it. Don't go run diagonally. Oh, my God. He's going to go off the goddamn top. He's going to jump over the corner post. He took out both members of the Vision. All right. They're standing tall right now. Why is this man holding up the titles, bro? Would you get them back in position? Is he going to try to put them through the announce table? I guess not. Oh, Jesus Christ. Braun Breaker's here. Oh, motherfucker. There, get your bitch ass out of here, Braun Breaker. Get your bitch ass out of here. Super Spear doesn't work. Braun Breaker thrown over the top rope. Low down connect. Spine buster. Let's go forward. Time to fly from the heavens. 5-star. Frog splash. Go for the cover for the titles. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my, what the fuck? Oh, my God, Paul Heyman fucking directed the referee to Austin Theory's foot on the rope. Did he get his hand on his goddamn leg? Did Paul Heyman put his leg on the goddamn rope? Oh, my God. You've got to be kidding me. We're in the 4th quarter in the Eastern Conference Final, by the way, for the Knicks and the Cavs. It's a 9-point lead. Oh, my God, son. Paul Heyman getting involved again. You've got to be kidding me. Come on, Ford. Lay him out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Logan Paul with the fucking brass knucks. He's got the goddamn brass knucks. Logan Paul got the brass knucks and hit Montez Ford right over the face. Referee never saw it. Oh, this is bullshit. No. Logan just got wiped out by Dawkins, but unfortunately Montez Ford got hit with the goddamn brass knucks and the Vision retained the goddamn championships. This is bullshit. You've got to be kidding me. How the hell? Good for nothing, vile bottom feeders, douchebag Vision walk away with the damn tag team championship. Logan Paul had no business continually getting his hands on the brass knuck. They had the Vision dead to rights. Paul Heyman, that damn penguin, that vile damn walrus, putting his hands on Austin Theory's legs, putting it onto the damn bottom rope, directing the referee's attention, and we don't end up leaving with any title changes tonight, let alone the tag team championships changing hands. Montez Ford from the heavens with a beautiful best 5-star frog splash, but that damn penguin, that Hall of Famer representing Extreme Championship Wrestling in 2026 decides to get involved. We need to have this man in a goddamn shark cage. You malnourished, terrible, cherry-shaped human being getting involved in the damn match. That's ridiculous, bro. Come on, man. This is bullshit. Braun Breaker came out to get involved in the match, and even he got neutralized, and now he's staring back at the Street Profits. He might potentially try to make his way back into the ring. It seems like the main event once again concludes with the fucking Vision win. Oh, what the hell? Braun Breaker's running back to the ring. Braun Breaker just speared Angelo Dawkins. Breaker just speared Angelo Dawkins. What's wrong with this goddamn unhinged, unpredictable badass? Leave them alone. They've already went through a damn match. You gotta relax. Where's the officials? God damn it. Ford just got split in half. That damn Steiner's unhinged. He needs to be in a straitjacket somewhere. What's wrong with you? What a douchebag. Haven't they been through enough? You guys continue to leverage numbers and took advantage of the challengers. They lose in the title match, and then you assholes come out here and assault them for no reason, and now the Vision is getting back into the ring. Why? The program's going off the air and you assholes won't leave. Haven't you had enough? Weak-ass tag team champions did nothing to be able to walk away with the damn W outside of unhanded tactics. You can't beat him in a straight-up match. You need help from outside forces or potentially foreign objects, and now you want to stand with your hands raised as if you did something. I want to see a situation where there is no interference allowed whatsoever, and I can promise you the Street Profits will get their hands on the tag team championships. What bullshit? You gotta be kidding me. We almost had a fantastic finish to what I believe was somewhat of a mid-show. But for whatever reason, we can't have nice things, and the Street Profits do not become tag team champions. Bullshit! I want a rematch, Clash in Italy, put him in a steel cage, but then find a way to bar the Vision from ever interfering into the match. They should be in a scenario to where if anybody shows their head, whether it be, anybody who has beef with the Street Profits, whether it be Braun Breaker, or even Paul Heyman's involvement, the damn Vision is stripped of the tag team championships. We need stipulations expeditiously. Somebody get that goddamn bald fraud, Adam Pearce, on the phone right now. I want the match booked right now. Somebody summon him.
Ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga.
Get that man to go book that right now. Clash in Italy's next Sunday. I want to see a rematch immediately. But that concludes Saturday Night Main Event. No title changes whatsoever. Nonetheless, we are transitioning towards the fourth quarter in Cleveland. It is a 9-point lead. Oh, it seems like they had a chug for Travis Kelce, chugging some beer over here in Cleveland, Ohio. If you think chugging a beer from Travis Kelce is going to be enough to try to go and galvanize the Cavaliers to go out there and play winning basketball, I've got a news for you. That is not going to do enough. You need the players on the court to play their best version of basketball in order to go win games. Travis Kelce is not going to be able to go and put that battery pack in your back to start playing ball. Because guess what? Now you're down by 12. Oh, my apologies. You're down by 14. Timeout. 14-point lead. Largest lead of this game. One quick look at the Cavs. Hey, New York is on the precipice of taking a 3-0 series lead. New York's on the precipice of taking a 3-0 series lead. AJ said, you think this leads to a rematch in Clash at Italy with the Street Profits winning? I sure hope so. We shall see. Punjabi prison match, you know damn well that's not coming back. So I saw Great Khali walking on Instagram. Bro, that man's legs is absolutely destroyed, man. That man's legs is absolutely destroyed. I know he didn't have the best coordination of a body movement, before, given the man is a giant. But my God, you talk about everything looking terrible. I don't know how many surgeries he had to go out there and have. And if he never had surgery, Jesus Christ, he might need some. Because, man, it looks like he's in, chronic pain left and right. Haku said Detroit. Did I say Detroit? Says Detroit allowed the Cavs to beat them. Oh, is that what you were referencing, Haku? Is that what you were referencing? Detroit just came out flat. Offensively, they just weren't there in Game 7, and they could never get going. And truly, the entire series, they were very slow on offense. So you have a situation where guys don't decide to go and show up, and Duran just wasn't playing any defense in Game 7. That man was a traffic cone. Homie ain't show up at all. Cavs coach is a jackass. Kenny, put your motherfucking head back down, indeed. Because literally all he can do is just leverage timeouts at this point. It doesn't seem as if Cleveland has the spacing right now to even want to go out there and, perform at a high level. They got to get it together. They got to get it together.
14 grams of
Sergeant Pateno said, I guess we don't want to give anybody the W. Actually, just Penta. We can give a W to Penta. Penta got a victory in a very good match, what should have been the main event. so we could at least give the W to
After I
Penta.
get that W. Dun, 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 dun.
But everybody else who messed around and took that loss, I guess we'll just wait. Matter of fact, no, we won't wait until the end of the evening. I guess everybody else who took the loss, unfortunately, will have to take out their Omni cards and get aboard the L train. And you're absolutely right. In the realm of the Cleveland Cavaliers, literally, the only way they make a comeback right now is if James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, or potentially any of their shooters, whether it be Strus, whether it be Merrill, whether it be fucking Mobley, who's not even a shooter by design, but he at least been able to hit some threes, they're going to have to transmogrify into Homer, turning Super Saiyan, and return, you know, a rebuttal by getting hit with the chair like... Another foul there on Karl Anthony Towns. One last message to the Cleveland Cavaliers. You've got 10 minutes. You're at home. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are sitting there front row. It doesn't matter if they're there or not, but the Cleveland faithful happens to be there. Michael Irvin, please talk to him.
So, listen to everybody. Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it? Don't let no one come into your house, take your meal, do what you need to do today. I'm not nervous. I'm just telling you.
Here we go. There's the inbound over to Jared Allen. Kick ball right there on Karl Anthony Towns. Under 10 minutes left to go here in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Under 10 minutes left to go here in this game. The Cavs have yet to lead in this game. Now, keep in mind, this is professional basketball. This is a National Basketball Association. 14 points is not something that you cannot make a comeback, you know, on. Merrill takes a three. Got it. There you go. Merrill connects on the three. Here we go. That's one. Now you got to get a stop on the other end of the floor. You got to be able to deny the basketball to Karl Anthony Towns, because if Josh Hart, he's not going to be aggressive. If he ain't going to be aggressive, they're going to play through. Oh, wait, they just called a loose ball foul over here. You don't want to mess around and get them in the bonus either.
Fly Guy 456 is now
Unless Mitchell
following.
Robinson's in the game, there's no need to try to, you know, go and get ticky-tack fouls. Josh Hart not taking any threes. He doesn't need to. All right, Hart, one-on-one. What, he takes a step-back three. That was not a very good shot. Here you go, Strus. All right, you got to push. Somebody got to hustle. Get to half court. There you go, Donovan Mitchell. Penetrate. Tries to get the and one. Can't get it, but he certainly gets fouled. He's heading to the line. Good dribble penetration right there from Donovan Mitchell. Don't even try this fucking step-back business. Somebody else got to go try to crash boards alongside with Jared Allen, bro. They're not having very good spacing, and the effort there to try to get one off the glass isn't there fully. But Donovan Mitchell got 19 points, 8 of 16. He's got 4 assists as well. Pistons and Celtics lose to 2 bums. What you mean? The Sixers had a legitimate comeback on Boston, because Boston just... they ass. I got Dallas in the building. What's going on? Cleveland's going to use a timeout. Well, they better wake the fuck up as they cut the deficit down to 10, because it feels like Cleveland's getting done like Rey Mysterio.
Oh!
They need Mobley to go crazy. Yeah, they need the shooters. They need Merrill to drop some threes. They need Strus to go and drop some threes. Like right now, let me give you guys some statistics right now. So high point man for both teams. You got Donovan Mitchell with 20. You also got Jalen Brunson with 21. Bridges got 20. Josh Hart, the entire starting five for New York, they're all in double figures. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, you've got 4 people in double figures: 20 from Mitchell, 13 from Harden, 16 from Mobley, 13 from Allen, 0 from Dean Wade. In fact, he's only taken 1 shot attempt the entire time. I'd highly doubt we're going to see him the rest of the way. You're going to need Strus. You're going to need Merrill. You're going to need James Harden out there taking shots, and they're going to need to hit, right? But the downside right now for Cleveland, bro, they can't connect for 3 to save their life. They're fucking 9 of 32 right now. They're 9 of 32. They're 65% from the free throw line. Meanwhile, New York is 7 of 21, but they don't have to hit all their threes because they're shooting 56% from the floor. They're 35 of 62 from shooting percentage thus far today. All right, so even if you ask from the three-point line, you're connecting on way more twos because guess what? If I remove, they've missed 14 shots from 3, right? So let's just remove the 21 shots that they took from 3. Let's just make it seem as if they shot no threes. So you take 7 away from 35. That puts you at 28. You're pretty much at 28 of 42. That's solid.
Gotcha,
oh, pardon me, 28
Goated
of
Supreme
41.
Legend is
That's
now
solid.
following.
That's solid. So despite the fact they only shooting 33% from 3, that's a solid amount. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, half of their shots, they shot 65 shots thus far in this game. They shot 32 3-point attempts. Half of their fucking shots, all 3, they missed it. 28% from 3, fucking terrible. They need to be able to hit these threes if they're going to try to make a comeback here. They're in a bad spot. And then you add in, the free throws that they missed in the first quarter. They had missed 5 free throws in the first quarter. They only missed 1 extra one here in the second. But still, they've got to get it together, bro. They've got to get it together. Fast break points in the third quarter. Knicks was 17-0. Jesus Christ. They've led by as much as 14 points in this game. Cleveland is yet to lead at all. They're being out-rebounded. The rebounds is tied at 27 apiece. Cleveland has 3 more turnovers. They're being out-assisted by 6. Fast break points right now at the tail, and well, they weren't outscored 17-0 in the third quarter in fast break point. They just have 17 fast break points to 0 from Cleveland. They're gonna have to get a bit of runs over here. But they're in a terrible spot right now. They need to wake up across the board. Oh, wow. The point differential for New York is the best in NBA history on this 9-game winning streak. Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. 10-point lead remains here for New York. You got to get a stop. You have to get a stop. Karl Anthony Towns rifles that ball over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart finds Jalen Brunson. Brunson one-on-one, kicks it to the corner. Shamet, corner 3. He got it to fall, but was his foot on the line? No, it wasn't. It's a fucking 13-point lead. Jesus Christ, son. You got to play some goddamn defense if you want to be able to contend in the conference finals. You about to get swept. Allen tries a floater, can't get that one to fall. Rebound there from Donovan Mitchell. Bro, you got to start moving, bro. You got to move with a sense of urgency. Donovan Mitchell should be taking every fucking shot down the stretch, or James Harden got to try to go and crash boards, bro. Send Merrill to have to go and get back to prevent fast break. James Harden's going to need to start getting involved in the offense right now. And I ain't talking about ISO basketball. You got to start crashing boards, seeing if you can go and get offensive rebounds if it's there for you, bro. You can't fucking play basketball like this. Now you cut the deficit down to 11. You got to get a stop defensively. You have to get a stop defensively. Here's Jalen Brunson, and they're just going to keep milking clock. Josh Hart with a terrible shot attempt, but an offensive rebound. Shamet wide open, 3 connects. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What the hell are y'all doing? It's a 14-point deficit again for Cleveland. You got 8 minutes left to play. James Harden, top of the key, kicks it over to Strus. The hell you giving the ball to Strus for? He don't know how to dribble. Back to Strus. Take the three immediately. There you go. You got yourself a three-point shot. You got to move here. You got to move here because New York doesn't necessarily have to sit here and try to they don't have to try to, you know, push plays. They can try to milk clock as long as they want because call a spade a spade. The fucking goddamn Cavs ain't playing defense at all. Josh Hart got a good look on the basket, put up a terrible shot, but nobody's able to go and rebound. Nobody's boxing out. There's no effort whatsoever. Yeah, the Cavs are a light pack. Shit. I might have to go get my damn cigars. I'm way ahead of you. I'm behind than a motherfucker. Because it looked like the Knicks just hit a three because the score just changed up here. I'm way behind you. I'm watching on ESPN. It's slower on my TV than it is on my computer. Oh, there's no way. That was Shamit again? Oh, my God. Bro, that was Shamit again? Oh, my Lord in heaven, bro. You've got to be kidding me. This man's pushed it back up to 14. No matter what Cleveland does, they can't stop Shamit. There's a three. That's a brick. Rebound, New York. Bridges gets the ball, and they're going to call a foul on Strus. Oh, my God. So now it's under 7 minutes left to play now. You mean to tell me Shamit enters the fucking game? He hits 3 fucking threes in this quarter. He's got 12 total. That's now 6 Knicks in double figures, bro. Shamit goes for double figures. You might as well pack yourself up, fam. This game's done. This game's done. You're going to need a miracle. You're going to need a miracle because despite the fact that Cleveland can't score, they can't defend. James Harden one-on-one with Jalen Brunson. There you go. That's how you front him. Brunson with a tough contested shot. That's a break. But Karl Anthony Towns gets the offensive rebound. Are they going to call offensive foul? Yes, they are. They call a foul on Towns. They call a foul on Towns. He didn't actually, you know, earn that rebound there on the box out. Back
Don
the other way
TV
comes Cleveland. They're
is
going to
now
need to go and
following.
move with a sense of urgency. You're going to have to move with a sense of urgency. You got 6.5 right now, bro. You got 6.5 right now, bro. Four fouls called on Karl Anthony Towns. That was a weak foul call. All right, here we go. Donovan Mitchell, you got to move with a sense of urgency. Dribble, penetrate, dribble, penetrate. I don't like that shot selection. I don't like that shot selection. He should have pump fake, made man's leave his feet, go up, and try to see if you could get an and one. You know better than that. You know better than that. James Harden, are they going to switch? No, they're not. I think they're going to try. No, they got Strus one-on-one with Brunson. There's the switch. No, there's not. Yeah, there's the switch. Donovan Mitchell got the switch. Jalen Brunson one-on-one. Here comes the help. He's not going to need it. Jalen Brunson high off the glass. The fucking layup connects. A 16-point game. Oh, my God. Can y'all defend to save your life? Do you not want to be here? Harden swings it over to Mobley. Mobley hesitates to take the shot. Mobley one-on-one with Karl Anthony Towns. This man lost the basketball. This man lost the basketball. Desperation jumper. Gets that one to fall, but now you're under 6 minutes left to play. You're trailing by 14. New York literally doesn't have to do anything, bro. Because the Cavs can't defend. Oh, 8 seconds. 8 seconds. They didn't call it. They didn't call it. There's Landry Shamet one-on-one with James Harden. Kicks it over to the corner. There's a three-point attempt from OG. Oh, my God. Everything is falling. Everything is falling. Bro, it's destiny for the New York Knicks to get the W. There's John Starks. There's Patrick Ewing. The camera switched before I could find the other retired Knick. Oh, my Lord, son. Everything falling for New York. How the hell did OG connect on that doggone three-point shot? It's a 17-point lead. OG to the corner. Mikal Bridges. It's a brick. Rebound Strus. 5 minutes. You got to move. You got to move. Mitchell tries a three. Got it. Cuts the deficit down to 14. Get back on D. Mike Brown wants a timeout. Bro. Cavs defense is terrible. It's non-existent, bro. The Cavs defense is like motherfucking Poland at the start of World War II. Conquered expeditiously, son. Ain't nobody out there defending whatsoever, fam. You gotta be kidding me. It's like a motherfucking paper plane during a tornado. There's no way in hell you're gonna stand a chance. It doesn't matter what Cleveland does on offense. Every single time that they out there, they're a liability on defense. A liability. Jared Allen can't play all 5 positions, bro. What the hell? You got it to James Harden standing around. People dribble penetrating right past him. Merrill, traffic cone. Motherfucker Donovan Mitchell, barely any effort that happens to be there defensively. Everybody under the sun hitting threes for New York, bro. And what did I tell you guys when we were reaching towards the tail end of the third quarter, entering into the fourth? The Cleveland Cavaliers, they've been atrocious shooting from three thus far. And despite the fact that the Knicks have missed a number of three-point attempts, even if you eliminate all of the threes, they're still over 50% from the field. They would have been losing if they never shot no threes at all, but you would assume because of the way that they're shooting from the field, from the two-point attempts, also being able to get to the line, they probably would have still messed around and been in the lead regardless, fam. You can't win basketball. You can't win games if you only play one half of the goddamn game. They can't defend anybody, son. Patrick Ewing, old ass, can step onto the damn court right now off of Aki saltfish and all kinds of plantain, and he'll probably mess around and give Cleveland 8 points. No problem, without even counting, getting to the free throw line to go shoot them doggone free throws, bro. There's no defense whatsoever. Nobody's putting forth any kind of effort at all. And Landry Shamet scores 9 points in the quarter. 9? All on threes? Come on, bro. Y'all trying to go and keep this conference final competitive or not? New York on a run of a lifetime. 9 consecutive victories. A plus 212 point differential in victories over the course of the 9-game winning streak. The highest in NBA history, and they're on the cusp of winning a 10th game. Oh my Lord. That's terrible, bro. That's absolutely terrible. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, bro. Under 5 minutes left to play, 14-point deficit. The gamer guy put 2 on it, or I should say the game guy put 2 on it, said send to Cleveland to Galveston. You're going to need to. St. Francis put 5 on it, said Cleveland can't stop a nosebleed. The gods have answered the Knicks to the finals. I mean, shit, at this point, Cleveland couldn't stop a fart with a butt plug. These motherfuckers is not out here at all trying to stop anything under the sun, bro. This shit doesn't make any sense. You got to defend if you're in the National Basketball Association. If you see these motherfuckers as straight up traffic cones on the court, get a substitution and send somebody else in. What the hell are you doing if you're just out there, everybody getting around you? I don't know why they subbed in Mitchell Robinson. It's a waste of time to put him back into the game. All they're going to do is hack a Robinson to try to take away a possession. It doesn't even make sense if you want to send Son out there. What's the purpose? Because ultimately you're going to give them an opportunity to remove a possession. Keep the same 5 that you had out there. Keep the same 5 you had out there. Jalen Brunson able to go and mix throughs. Brunson's going to pull up regardless. He should have passed that basketball. All right, now you got the rebound. Go, 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 go. Bro, Cleveland just came out of a timeout. These motherfuckers should be sprinting to make their way down. James Harden to the corner. There's Mobley. Stop with the fucking pump. What are y'all doing? There you go. Take an attempt on the basket. You got yourself a layup.
58 is now following.
4 point. Hey, pick it up. 94 feet. Send one, send one, send one, send one. Send one. All right, here you go. You got the switch. Brunson got the switch. There's a kick over to Sham and fucking James Harden. What are you doing? The fuck is James Harden doing? What is James Harden doing? What is James Harden doing? Look at the spacing. You know Shamit's in the corner. Fucking James Harden's going to step up, try to cut off the fucking passing lane, and then you end up fouling a fucking three-point shooter. Are you dumb? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What are you doing, son? Ridiculous. What's up with the scoreboard? What you mean? No, game's not over yet. It's still going. MDJ put 2 on, said if the Knicks win a championship, we might need Batman. Batman ain't even going to be able to stop what the fuck going to happen in New York City. And I'm going to be outside right there with him. I'm going to be right outside with him. I'm going to be decked out. New York where? We taking all the damn shots. We taking all the shots. We having all the drinks. It's going to be an amazing time. I'm going to be right outside. I'm going to be right outside with him. I'm a Heat fan, though. You ain't going to see me claiming the Knicks. Don't put the camera in front of me. Talk about let's go Knicks. It's not happening. But I'm going to celebrate and enjoy the festivities. All right, there you go, Mobley. Get yourself a bucket. Cut the deficit down to 12. You got to move. You got to move. You got to move. You got to deny. You got to deny. You got to deny. Are they not trying to keep them? Why do they keep letting them get past half court? Try to trap them. Try to trap them. What is this strategy here? You're literally letting them run the entire play clock down, bro. You got to attempt to deny. Are they waiting? Oh, my God. Jalen Brunson fucking free lane to the damn. How does that happen, bro? How? Somebody get the air traffic control out here. They might as well just tell every single possession for the New York Knicks, hey, head down this way. Oh, it's right there. Easy lane right here down the straightaway. Would you like to taxi and make your way to the jet bridge? Everybody just moves along, son. Everybody just moves along. No defense at all, son. No defense. It doesn't matter how much they score. If they can't get a stop on the other end of the floor, it doesn't matter, son. They going basket for basket. You're not going to make a comeback. You got under 3 minutes left to play. Why are you not working your way into the backcourt to try to deny on the initial inbound? OG drives inside. He's got nowhere to go. There's a block there from Mobley. You got to move. You got to move. You got to move. You got to move. Y'all should be sprinting. Y'all should be sprinting. Harden got to get rid of this ball right now. There's Mobley wide open. You need to make that three. It's a brick. It's a brick. Y'all already there. Trap him. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What are y'all doing? Why would you? They don't want it. These motherfuckers is gassed, or they ain't trying to play basketball. Kick inside to OG. OG back over to Bridges. Bridges teardrop, gets it to fall. 2:13 left to play. 2 timeouts left for Cleveland, but what's even the purpose of trying to go and utilize one? You're down by 14. You're not moving with a sense of urgency. I think they just saw the writing is on the wall. Donovan Mitchell tries a deep three. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Bridges. Hey, Cavs fans, hey, head to the exits. Head to the exits. This game's done. These motherfuckers are still not trapping backcourt. They still not trapping backcourt. Look at that. Jalen Brunson easily finds his way to the doorman basket. Pack them up. Pack these boys up. They don't want to play no fucking basketball, bro. They don't want to play no basketball, bro. They don't want to play no basketball. Turn this shit into a Halo, lobby, if you will. Or I should say, just before you head to the lobby in Halo. Everybody needs to come out there like it's Halo, like it's Call of Duty. This is basically what happened to the New York Knicks. This is what's happening to the New York Knicks. They teabagging them right now. The New York Knicks is teabagging the goddamn Cleveland Cavaliers. They teabagging them right now. Matter of fact, I'll give you an actual representation. Let me go get the tax off. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me go get the tax off. They teabagging them right now. They teabagging them right now. This what they doing. This what they doing to the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's Halo all over again. They teabagging them. They teabagging them right now. This what happening to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They getting teabagged. They getting teabagged. They getting teabagged right now. That's what's happening to them. They getting teabagged. It's 2009 all over again. Somebody just got murked, and they teabagging the Cleveland Cavaliers, bro. They putting their nuts all over them. If y'all ain't gonna go out there and play defense, the hell are you on the court for? Somebody go get the custodial staff on the phone right now. Get the custodial staff on the phone right now. Bring in your best janitor in the city of Cleveland because they're going to have a whole lot of work. Go grab your best broom and put it out there on the floor. Somebody go get Ariana Grande and, what's her name? Cynthia Curvo, whatever the fuck her name just so happened to be. Somebody get her out there right now because it's time to bring out the brooms. Take it off of underneath those ladies on Wicked. Bring it onto the floor and sweep up the goddamn court because Cleveland's going home in 4. They going home in 4. You've got to be kidding me, son. You got to be kidding me. Send them boys home. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it.
14 grams of
I hope they lose by 20. I hope they lose by 20. Wide open, corner three. Shamit's not even going to take it. Kick it over to the corner. Donovan Mitchell almost had the steal. Oh, wow. It counts as a steal. They reset the play clock, the shot clock. They reset it. All they got to do is just eat as much clock as they want. Brunson inside. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Mobley. You got to just start chucking up threes. You got to just start chucking up threes. Oh, my God. James Harden literally doesn't want to shoot. Merrill throws it over to James Harden. He could have just shot it from the corner. Literally just take an attempt, bro. Just take an attempt. They don't want to play basketball, bro. They don't want to play basketball. Dudes is afraid of the fucking moment, son. Just take the goddamn shot. Do something. Literally, I think you might have to bribe the Cleveland Cavaliers to go out there and play offense, fam. They're going to be like,
I want $8 grand.
Clearly, you need to put money in their pocket in order to go out there and actually shoot. St. Francis with 5 said Knicks to the finals. Pop Smoke just resurrected. Well, I don't know if he
Zacky
just
Clown is now
resurrected, but that
following.
man is somewhere in the afterlife getting sturdy right now. That foot is in the air immediately. Nathan put 2 on and said at this point, Cleveland is straight ass. You got to be kidding me. Nathan put 2 on said time to bring out the Penguin for Cleveland. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, a back-to-back time that we see Cleveland moving like... Everybody should be heading for the exits. Everybody should be heading for the exits right now, son. Everybody should be heading for the exits right now. This shit is ridiculous, fam. Cleveland refuses to go out there and play defense. They're absolute ass. Auto Artemardo put 2 on said Knicks legit make teams quit in the playoffs. Sad. FX SFX 1990 put 5 on said orange and blue skies. Indeed.
Then you sell it.
Tony Brothers wearing a choker? The fuck that goddamn whistle so tight around his neck, bro? Hey, somebody better tell Tony Brothers to go loosen that goddamn whistle, bro. This man got this sumbitch looking like a choker. He been hanging out with Liv Morgan. I feel like bad decisions, and
Gotcha,
you might
bitch.
want to bite. That's
Big
him?
Raps is
What's
now
wrong with him,
following.
son? Man's got the goddamn chain. He got the whistle like this. Man's Adam's apple getting suffocated. Is Gunther sponsoring his damn whistle? Bro, what's wrong with your ass, man? If you don't loosen that shit, game almost done, son. That don't make no sense. He got the veins popping out of his neck, not by intensity, but because he over here choking himself. What's wrong with him? Son trying to call a foul on himself? Somebody tell Tony Brothers go loosen that doggone whistle up, son. What's wrong with your ass, man? What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, there you got yourself your free throw. You have possession here, trailing by 12. Come on now. Come on now. You got to, oh my God. What the fuck is James Harden doing? What is James Harden doing, son? What is James Harden doing, son? What is James Harden doing, son? Soft-ass pass nearly got taken away from Mikal Bridges. Oh, that fan is upset. Son almost lost a beverage. I'd be mad too. Your squad getting cooked, and then you lose a beverage. Oh no, I don't think he lost his drink. I think it's still right there. He almost had the drink fall on him, I guess. There's the inbound there from James Harden. Just take the shot. Just take the shot. Don't look for no pass. Just take the shot. Mobley missed. Hart gets rid of the ball. Here comes Brunson the other way. They're not going to foul. They're not going to foul. They're not going to foul. This game's done. They're not going to foul. Now they want to go in double. Now these dudes want to go in double. There's no need. Just hold the ball. Just hold the ball. They're not going to foul. They're not going to foul. There's Josh Hart. Just takes a desperation three. That's a brick, and it's an offensive rebound, of course. It's an offensive rebound, of course. Just hold the ball. Just hold the ball. You don't even need to go reach in foul. Just go ahead and get the subs. Just go ahead and get the subs. Man, if you don't pack them boys up.
Oh my God!
The game guy for 5-1 said, where do I see Giannis going? I saw an article earlier that said the Heat actually proposed a potential trade, so hopefully he comes to Miami. Nathan, but 2-1 said, you bet Detroit is how we lose to this. I mean, shit. They should be disappointed because they came out incredibly flat, and then Jalen Duren didn't play any defense whatsoever in Game 7. That helped them. That didn't do them any favors. But Detroit should be ashamed of themselves because they got an incredibly slow start. St. Francis for 5-1 said, if you were Mike Brown, you would take your starters out. Cavs might send Goons to injure Brunson to the Messiah. I don't think they'll be able to at this point. Once they get through this next free throw, I would highly doubt there's going to be any attempt because the Cavs is just going to run down the court, try to get a shot up as fast as they can, and then once New York comes back down, they just have to dribble it out. They just have to dribble it out. Mobley can get inside, get himself a layup. All the Cavs have to do is just dribble it out. I said the Cavs have to dribble it out. New York just has to dribble it out. You're not going to get a foul. Here comes Merrill, came over to come get Brunson. Shockingly enough, because Strus let him ride. But Strus ain't foul him. He was just like, hey, fuck it. Hey, that's over. We lost. Brunson just over here stat pad. And anybody who had Brunson over, I don't know what the wager was for Brunson. He's got 28, so this can get him to 30. If somebody put money down for Brunson getting to 30, oh, no, pardon me. He already made his free throws. He already made his free throws. So sorry, this is pretty much done. because I'm delayed on mine. Brunson already made his free throw, so he's at 30 right now. So if anybody had a bet on Brunson making it to 30, congratulations.
Then you sell it.
Nathan with 2 on said, Harden, put fries in the bag, bro. You're washed. Facts, bro. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I don't know what his contract is, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is it for Son, because there's certainly not going to be a level of attractability to get that man, you know, on a roster. Let me see what Harden's contract happens to be. What is his contract? He got a 2-year deal that he had with the oh no, he's an unrestricted free agent next year. So he's got 1 more year, 2026, 2027. 42 million cap hit. Ugh. The Knicks take a 3-0 series lead. 10 straight wins for the New York Knicks. And the New York fans is making noise right now in Cleveland. The fucking Cavs got absolutely cooked. Matter of fact, I would say they went out there and what did they do on defense?
Hawk to it. Hawk to it.
They were straight up choking on it tonight, son. They got absolutely cooked, bro. They got absolutely cooked, bro. Oh my God. That was terrible. They should have kept Garland. Well, shit.
Simple_Mel is now
Just
following.
terrible, fam. Congratulations to New York. You know they celebrate. Matter of fact, now I got to get that John Hamm. Y'all about to get 8 seconds real quick. Hit the music.
I said, ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights off.
You know they about to be celebrating out in New York. They about to be out there celebrating New York because the Cavs continue to be absolute ass, bro. There's Jordan Woods and Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson behind a 30-point performance. New York once again continues to absolutely kick the Cleveland Cavaliers' ass with yet another double-digit victory. Cleveland in absolute shambles. Conference finals trailing 3-0. SFX 90 Pateno said, you find it funny how the Sixers and Hawks are having Hades level meltdowns that the Knicks are winning. Oh, 110% they are, fam, because the Cavs decided to go out there and play absolutely no defense for the 3rd consecutive game down the stretch.
Sell it.
It's ridiculous, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Yeah, the Danhausen curse is up and running, and the New York Knicks have a 3-0 series lead. Literally nothing, you know, the Cavs could do to get back in this game. If you're only going to play one side of the damn basketball, don't even come out there. The Knicks hit them right in the stomach.
Pick all in your stomach. Pick all in your stomach. Pull your hair, slap your ass. Bitch, you better not do no running. I say dick down. I stick you down, pick you down, pick you down.
The game guy put 2 on it. Said Knicks in a closeout game. Knicks by 50, game 4. I mean, shit, that might as well be the coronation. That might as well be the coronation, unless they want to go and give away a game to the Cavs just so they can win on their home floor and have the celebration in New York. But I don't even think they want to stop the momentum. That's 10 consecutive victories for the New York Knicks as they run through Cleveland, and they're 1 game away from the NBA Finals. 1 game away from the NBA Finals. Let's go Knicks. Hey man, listen, I'm no New York fan. I'm no New York Knicks fan, but I'm certainly happy for them, especially with the way that Cleveland is playing, because Cleveland playing with more ass than Antonio Brown.
My butthole can't take that abuse. Enough. Enough. Enough from the clown.
Every time you happen to see Cleveland step out onto the floor, easily you can say,
look at that big ass, look at that big juicy booty.
do they actually want to play basketball? No, because when it comes to actually defending somebody and not being a traffic cone, evidently their minds can't compute how to play defense. Back them up, bro. There's no scenario where anybody is going to see a fucking 4-game comeback for Cleveland. There will be no history. These motherfuckers is going home, son. It's straight ass. It's terrible, fam. It's terrible, fam. These motherfuckers did not come out here to play no basketball whatsoever, son. The Knicks are 1 game away from the NBA Finals. The Knicks are 1 game away from the NBA Finals. What a fucking
Smoking
2026
Nation's
this would be.
4L is now
I would actually
following.
go with my father to game 1 or game 2 of the NBA Finals. Well, actually, no. They would end up being game 3 and game 4 because the Spurs and OKC both have more wins, so they would have home court advantage over New York. But I would definitely take my father to an NBA Finals game. I would 110% do that. So an opportunity to take him to an NBA Finals game and the World Cup within 1 year. Jesus Christ, man. What a year 2026 is. Get to the million on Instagram, on the verge of getting to the million on, I should say the million on YouTube, could potentially get to the million on Instagram this year as well. What a damn year that it could potentially be. But of course, they got to go and finish the job in order to go and get there. But yeah, the Cavs couldn't hear the saxophones at all, bro. Them son bitches was playing, but for whatever reason, these dudes decided not to go and listen. And evidently, they didn't have their hearing aid going. They couldn't hear the saxophones as it was getting louder and louder, left and right. And clearly, down 0-3, they're going to need a whole lot of help. Whether it's calling on Mark Price, whether it's calling on LeBron James, shit, you better call the Judas Ilgauskas. You better get somebody on the phone to come help yourself. Because I'm telling you right now, you're getting sent to the Shadow Realm, my boy. You're getting sent to the Shadow Realm, my boy. Series is pretty much all but done. There's no reason for anybody to believe these dudes is out there at all, because every time you happen to have a basketball and you see it's a Cleveland Cavalier defender that happens to be in front of you.
That ain't nothing. That's a nigga making that noise with his mouth, and if you fall for it, that's you. I'ma eat it. Ah!
Eat up the goddamn defense. Left and right, fam. They in purgatory every single time. Defenders feel like they're in unfamiliar territory.
Oh, homeboy! Welcome to the hood, brother!
Boys got absolutely packed up. One way or another, the home floor, without question, are definitely serenading their home squad.
Smithies, are they booing me?
No, they're saying Boo Earns. Boo Earns.
Are you saying boo or boo earns?
I was saying Boo Earns.
Hans Moleman was the only person saying Boo Earns. Everybody else was definitely saying boo. But for the New York Knicks taking a 3-0 series lead, we all say
Congratulations! Oh my God.
Yeah, Nathan, 110% tonight. I guess we can all say that Cleveland needs to go and... They need to go and throw in the towel expeditiously. As Sargon would say, I think 110% Cleveland put in a big-time steamer.
Well, they said I had to take a steamer before I get out of here. So I just unleashed a major toxic. I think the paint's starting to come off the walls.
The paint is coming off the walls and the fans are starting to leave the stadium because nobody wants to be in the vicinity of this trash-ass team. I would say they getting whipped left and right. Change the names of each of the players. Is your name Evan Mobley?
Tabas!
I guess your name's not that. Is your name Donovan Mitchell?
Tabas!
I guess not. Is your name Sam Merrill?
Tabas!
No, I guess, is your name Jared Allen?
Tabas!
Is your name motherfucking goddamn Schroeder, Dennis Schroeder?
Tabas!
Is it James Harden?
Tabas!
Doesn't matter what your name happens to be. Tonight,
Tabas!
I said your name tonight is
Tabas!
These motherfuckers getting motherfucking whipped left and right. Cliffside for 2 on said Danhausen benefiting from this whole Knicks run. Indeed he is. There's certainly the merchandise is going to continue to get sold left and right. Nathan for 5 on said you just opened up his cheeks and said I'm doing construction here. That's what Big E would say. And definitely that's what the New York Knicks is saying for sure, because they definitely went to work on their behind expeditiously. They stood no chance from the opening bell, or I should say the opening goddamn whistle. They were cooking them from whistle to whistle. The Cavs never led at all in this game. The closest they ever got was a tie. The closest they ever got was a tie. You served no purpose coming out onto the doggone floor at all, son. You got packed up all goddamn day, son. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. As the New York Knicks take a 3-0 series lead. Only one more loss, and then they're going to go send them boys to Epstein. It's a wrap. I guess we could all say
there is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression, there is no fucking mindset
at all. None whatsoever. Because again, Cleveland finds themselves having to get aboard the L train. Pack them all the way up. Somebody said Cleveland got to find a way to go on a run and win some games.
Iran. Nigga, I can't even walk.
Them boys don't stand a chance at all. Send them boys to the shadow realm. You thought they was coming back?
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCown.
Kobe's 81.
Kobe's
81.
We appreciate
Kobe's
y'all for tuning
81.
in. Out the mud. Zach Randolph, Rashad McCown, Cemetery Larry. We did it.
Out the mud.
Send them boys to the shadow realm. Y'all have yourselves a good night. We live Monday evening for NBA and for Monday Night Raw. I'll catch you guys on the flip. Eddie, take us out.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.